So, guys, I think we're pretty much good to start. So I will basically start by welcoming everyone to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real, where we use the Monster of the Week rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a space cowboy universe. I should probably switch us over to the Roll20 thing. There we go. There we go. Perfect. To anyone new, all the old episodes are up on YouTube, curated by our very own record keeper, Yendar, who does a very good job of chopping out all the garbage, keeping all the good stuff, and making it seem like we play with even some semblance of competence.
False.
I know.
There's no garbage at all. That's the false thing. It's all gold.
Exactly.
Okay, hold on. How much does Yendar cut out where we're like, fuck, what happened last week? I don't remember. Can you just tell us what happened?
I think he cuts out a lot of that, and I think he cuts out a lot of like I shoved my dick all over the table and shit all over the desk, and then
I'd like to see a split. Like how much footage is lost.
So there's just no existence of slump in any of the YouTube videos, is what you're telling me?
Yeah. The child murder is toned down a bit. The defecation's toned down a bit. Slump, sometimes Slump says something, and people are like, "Oh shit, who's that?" So, yeah.
I feel like all of Slump's lines are just completely dubbed over.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Kung Pao. It's just Yendar. The mouth's moving, but Yendar is just going like. And then I
My name is
respectfully
Betty.
hand the children a.
Oh no! I slammed my hot dog in the door. Really badly put together.
Fucking exactly. Dumb and Dumber style.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, don't give me ideas. Don't do it.
That's a lot of nuts.
My nipples look like milk dog.
Okay, so I guess we're just cutting out the intro too this time. Great. Yeah, we do have them all up on YouTube. I highly recommend you check them out if you're interested, but if this is your first time, I still suggest just hanging out and enjoying it, because we get into a lot of shenanigans anyways. This is going to be a pretty combat heavy episode, so if it's a little resident sleeper, I apologize. Gonna try to make it fun somehow, although I'm sure defecation's gonna come into play in the combat, and that'll pretty much do it for me.
Fuck, that's hot.
Don't worry,
God.
Chad. Right as combat's about to start, I'm gonna summon building. You'll be plenty entertained.
Oh,
There we
yes.
go. So I guess we'll hit a bit of the recap. Last time we left off on a really big cliffhanger. Our four heroes had ventured back to Farwater to deal with Garvin, who is the current mayor of Farwater and Phase 2 Weaver of the Arish Kagal. When you arrived in town and started to make your way to the mansion where Garvin resides, you noticed something strange. A huge trampled hole directly through town, leading from Quinton, which lies to the south, to Garvin's mansion on the north side of town. You had previously seen slump monsters traveling the distance between the towns, and Steve Sports had mentioned that a bunch got away when they all transformed in his establishment. As you followed the trail of wreckage, you found Garvin's mansion besieged by these kind of slump monster creatures. And strangely enough, you saw all the townsfolk in the street fighting them back too. And I guess that maybe not all that strangely, because it became pretty obvious pretty quickly that the townsfolk had all been mind controlled by Garvin and Orinda. You saw Garvin and Orinda at the back of the commotion, mind controlling the people. Gak, Garvin's personal guard, stood beside Garvin to make sure that no stray slump monster touched him. And then Bert and Ma, the two yo-yo boys, were somewhere in between the Weaver and the mob, blasting away at the slump monsters. It looked like the townsfolk were slowly losing ground, and there were a lot of the townsfolk, but the slump monsters were like dramatically overpowering, so it took 2 to 3 townsfolk to handle a single slump monster, and they were losing ground slowly. And as you guys are approaching, you are going to be given a few moments to decide how would you like to proceed before the action will kind of force your hand a little bit. It'll start making decisions for you. And I'll give you this time when we dive back in. But for now, we might as well start with the narrative camera.
I shit myself.
Okay, getting right into it.
I'm gonna, just so we're clear, like throughout this, bless you, Mike.
Thank you.
My God.
Thank you. I feel better.
This entire day, this entire session, I'm just gonna keep saying random things like, "Fuck, I really need a needless, large rod right now," just to like make people think I'm playing TFT. I'm not. But I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, man, I really need a recurve bow."
Okay, but it's unrelated to TFT. It just sounds like it, right?
So, yeah. I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, I'm gonna search for a recurve bow." Are there any recurve bows in this room?
It's okay.
I'm so fucking addicted.
Oh man, I thought I could get a round in before I started getting ready, and the round took a little bit longer than I expected, so the prep was a little bit rushed, as is evidenced by the fact that we don't have GAC. So I'm going to draw GAC right there.
Everyone kept telling me about it, so I tried one game one night after kids went to sleep. Fucking 4 a.m. rolled around.
Oh, man.
Fucked up.
Yep. Okay, so I do that. And then I'm going to try to start smoothly. Okay, so we are going to dive into the narrative camera. We see a person standing in a room. The room is metal flooring, metal roofing, and some sort of a glass-like material forming a curved surface all the way around them. They are standing in the middle of the room, and in the dim light in here, we can see their features. They have thin lips, dark eye makeup, and strong cheekbones and chin. Their eyelashes are long, artificially long. And they have green gold irises and a long, slender neck. They look thin and tall, and their gender is not identifiable. They have a sparkling purple robe on with high, wide shoulder pads, causing the robe to lift up and look almost like wings. The right side of their head is shaven clean, and the left side has hair so long it goes to their shoulder. The right side of their head also has 2 seemingly electrical sockets. Plugged into these sockets are thin black cords that run down onto the floor and out of sight. This individual has one hand raised. A thin hand with long, slender fingers and fingernails that are cut into long claws that are luminescent in the darkness. The palm faces up, and the individual is grimacing. Then a big smile comes across their face, freakish, manic, and psychotic. Their eyes narrow into sadistic slits. The hand turns. The palm faces forward at another person in the room. There is another person suspended from the ceiling. Tubes and cords are plugged into them from all over. Fresh sockets appear to have been sewn into their flesh, with red inflamed skin surrounding each socket. As the robed individual's hands turn, the prisoner's face lifts. Long golden hair washed out from their earlier expenditures moves out from in front of their face. The face we know all too well, Tom. As this robed individual closes their luminescent clawed fist, Tom screams in agony. The scream sounds almost digitized, like a lagging MP3 track. The cords on the side of the robed individual's head lights up. The smile on their face becomes one of content. All the glass around this room also lights up, with faces of individuals, hundreds, thousands of people, pictures upon pictures stacking up on top of each other. Tom's scream ceases. His body falls limp. He lies there, suspended, chest unmoving, breathing stopped, life expended. Then all the cords on him light up. The lights on the cords flow into Tom's body, He screams again, stops, and remains hanging there, slowly breathing. We see a close-up of Tom, his thinning face dripping sweat. His eyes shift ever so slightly to the side, snow-blind eyes devoid of any color. But he looks at one of the pictures on the glass wall. A picture of 4 individuals, one very tall and thick, 2 normal-sized, and 1 very short one.
Okay.
But their 4 faces are blurred, and the camera blurs. And then the camera opens again on the 4 of you, a couple blocks away from Garvin's mansion. And
My God, that music was so loud I couldn't hear anything you said.
what? Well, on my end it was good. I just
turned it down. It was fine.
Okay.
I turned it down to 2% and we were good.
Okay. It's weird because for me it was 20% was good, but I know for everyone else it's the volume's kind of fucked
So
up.
strange.
Yeah. I wish apparently the premium version of Fredboat, there are commands to adjust his volume with like text commands, and that would be nice, but oh well. We have what we have, and you guys got to see what Tom's been up to lately. A little bit
He
of
seems fine.
yeah, a little
Just
bit
remember, I wanted to bring him.
yeah. Of course, that's what everybody says now. Yeah, but now he's got a little bit of
a vote.
little bit of death and relife and death and relife for him. There you go.
Tommy.
Fuck
So
'em.
yeah, okay, that's good.
Fuck that
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah, no problem.
Wow.
So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit to plan. The map that we're on is not like indicative of how close you are. We're not even really gonna use the map all that much. This is just so that when I kind of describe the battlefield, you understand the structure. But it's like the number of everything is not indicative of what's actually there. Just a visual aid. But I want you guys to try to hash out your plan in game, in character, because the narrative time is going to kind of pass. The fight will be unfolding, time will be passing, and the townsfolk will be losing as you are discussing what to do. So I want that little bit of time pressure to be on there. You don't have to jump in right away, but I don't want you guys to sit OOC for an hour deciding what to do.
So the longer we take, the more townspeople die.
Basically, yes.
Galdrick stalls for as long as he can.
Oh, man.
And then the only other thing I want to remind you guys of is that all of you now have a connection to Volos. You can at any point do a little mental phone call and ask him for assistance. There will always be a price to his assistance, but you can at any point call him. And I say this because the situation may change radically, and things that you want to do or didn't want to have happen may seem inevitable. And if all you do is call out Volos's name, he will show up and he will, you know, offer services for fees. So I just want to make sure, I know you guys are hesitant to use them, but you can always, you know, say no to his deals. But I want you guys to know that if it looks like something's about to happen, that's like, oh no, we fucked up, we set things in motion that we can't undo, there is always the option for Volos.
I don't need Volos. I have building.
There you go.
Big boy.
There you go. Okay, so basically, we're just gonna kind of jump in. You guys are maybe 3 blocks away, and what you can see is the big line of slumps about 3 blocks away from you. And just beyond them, you see an even bigger line of townsfolk with guns and pitchforks and torches and general rioting equipment, trying to hold back the slumps. Behind them, you can see the 2 yo-yo boys, Bert and Ma, who you recognized from having killed you. And you all definitely remember them having killed you. And then,
I don't remember that.
well, Galdrick does.
No, that never happened.
Okay, well, that's
Galdrick
gonna.
doesn't lose fights.
Okay, that's gonna. Okay, well.
He strategically rematerializes.
Okay, gotcha. And then behind the Yo-Yo Boys, you see Garvin and which some of you know to be Orinda, and others of you assume is Orinda because you know that Orinda's his like main familiar who he uses for all his big time mental domination stuff. So Garvin and Orinda are standing at the back, dominating the minds of the townsfolk. And you guys are about 3 blocks away. And go.
I think about noodles.
Interesting.
For the sole purpose of I'm just trying to stall. I'm like, ooh, they're gonna die. Maybe this is how I make this come about. Is anyone craving noodles?
How can you think about noodles at a time like this?
I'm hungry. It's a 3-hour flight.
I'll flip my bag around and sort of rustle inside. I got peanut butter and jelly, man.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Shit, all right.
Poor Jake.
I'm sorry. It's actually been a long time since I've had one. It's been a long time since I was 12. I'll have one. Yeah, sure.
Despite that incredibly rude, mean, and hurtful lashing out, Slump just sort of shrugs his shoulders and says,
Slump could eat some noodles.
All right, two of you feel the urge for noodles?
No, I just sated Goldrick because I
Okay.
gave him peanut butter and jelly, so he's fine now.
Okay. All right. No noodle shop.
I give half the sandwich to Slump because I know how he gets.
Slump resentfully crams it into his fucking gullet.
We'll get it after we save everybody, okay?
How many lives did that sandwich just save?
I mean,
A lot. Roughly a town's worth.
Okay, so this is the only other question that I have out of character, just because it doesn't make sense to ask it in character. Could you give us a brief overlay of what our plan was as of not necessarily to go and fight these, but like, what were we planning to still poison him? But then we saw this kerfuffle going down, and then we decided to go investigate, or was the plan no longer to poison him?
I believe we have a cheese tray and space anthrax.
Yeah,
yes.
You guys do have the you guys do have the means to poison him. That plan still can be enacted, but this just suddenly seemed more pressing.
Okay, Slump looks around and says,
Well, Slump thinks the point of us being here isn't to save the town, the towny dog. It's to kill the big meaty dog and stop the phase 2 poppers. So, if we wait until all the other slumpykins kill literally everybody, then saves time for us. Makes Mr. Blarbin easier to go bye-bye.
Goldrick is very like subtly nodding and agreeing. Like, yep. Good idea. That's a good idea, Slump. I mean, whoa, man, I cannot believe you just suggested we let everybody die in order to accomplish our mission. But man, is that effective? Fuck them.
World gonna go on without them. Fuck.
Exactly. They sided with an evil wizard and fell for it. Dumbasses deserve to die.
voluntarily.
I mean,
No, voluntarily.
Not voluntarily. They got brainwashed.
I've been brain juiced, man. It's not great.
It's not great.
Wait, what's
I
not
think-
great?
Getting
They
brain
got-
juice.
They got brain juice, man.
Oh, shit. He got brain juiced. He's going to get offended. Stop it. Be nice. I look at Jake. I'm like, how does it feel? I look up at Slump, just like obviously trying to pick on Jake. This person, and I point at Slump, was able to resist the mind control, but you weren't.
Slump is like smiling stupidly and clapping his fucking meat hand.
I like,
Oh god.
he has the IQ of a peanut, don't you? And I start like scratching his chin.
Slump says, and that's real little, and holds his fingers a little bit.
I'm just gonna take a really big bite of my sandwich so I can't respond.
I'm sorry. That was mean. We had to. It's true though. All right. So
he still did like 8 people.
Yeah.
God. All right.
Who's holding the cheese tray?
I think that, especially after we just saw Ick be all sentient and stuff, sort of, to his, abilities. I'm worried that if we just complete our plan of getting rid of Garvin, then Orinda is just gonna poof out of existence. We saw in his journal that she was pretty much sentient herself, and I don't think we can just automatically kill her.
Slump nods very sort of like knowingly and like, oh, that's a very good point. And then slowly, like one of the fucking statues at Easter Island being turned on a turntable, he turns his big fucking pie face over to Jake and says,
Fuck her too.
Oh no! Oh no!
I look up at Slump. I look up at Slump. Who the fuck is Lorinda?
Slump just shrugs his gigantic shoulder.
Not learning. You see the dress and the hair? You remember the books we read? That wasn't ours.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Teeny Tot has some of those in the bathroom. Private books.
No. Those aren't mine.
Yeah.
Those were there when I got there.
And people do weird things with crocodile.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who the? I lean forward again. I'm serious. Who the fuck is Larissa?
Slump leans forward and says,
Don't you remember the lady from the bar, Miranda?
Nope. Nope. No idea who
Neither
the hell.
does Slump, 'cause
No
they
idea
were-
who you're talking about. Don't care if they die. No idea who the hell you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Keeper, out of character
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
The sealing nails.
Yeah.
They keep something at their current ink state.
That's
If
correct.
I were to seal Orinda while she exists, and then Garvin were to stop existing, would she persist?
Because the blob is persisting, right? Oh, that was sort of a
That's a
different
special creature. That would be a very big gamble. I will say, from your understanding and your super wizard power, you feel like that has a low chance of success.
But there's a chance.
I am saying there's a chance. More like 1 in a million.
Fuck.
What if we incapacitate Garvin and just keep him alive forever? But not making trouble. You could just put him in my closet.
You're talking in character. Oh God. Okay. But why wouldn't we just kill him though?
Because Orinda is familiar. The person standing right beside him. You can see, that lady.
Can we see them?
Gold
yet?
just has a puzzled look on his face and has no idea who Orinda is.
Yeah, you can see them.
well, I was going to ask, we don't know Orinda, ostensibly.
We just read about her in the diary, right?
Yeah, you read about his number one familiar, and whose name is Orinda, and both Garvin and Orinda have their hands up, zombie style, very obviously both mind controlling all the people.
I'm just gonna shoot.
So wait, so OOC wise, why do we want to save Orinda? I forget. Is there an actual reason why we want to save her?
remember the beginning of the woman that Jake was super in love with, and then she turned into ribbons and he went fucking crazy.
Right. Okay. So that was Orinda. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know that's who
Yeah.
Orinda
Yeah.
was.
And then we
But we
saw her a
don't know
little
that.
while ago, and I was convinced she wasn't real. And then our beautiful keeper decided to let us know
man,
that
she's
things
hot.
can
Good
be
job.
sentient
Good
and
job.
could
She's got
be
this-
real.
She got a blonde Jessica Rabbit thing going on. It's good.
Yeah.
Slump.
So I'm pretty sure
Slum.
Jake is still under the impression she's not real, and I'm just gonna block the rest of that out because it's too complicated to deal with right now. And I'm gonna shoot lightning at some slums.
All right, man.
Wait, don't.
So I think one bolt of lightning goes off. I think that was said. It's done. It's in game. It's canon. Jake, roll to kick some ass.
Okay, we're like 3 blocks away.
Yeah.
I don't expect to hit anything.
Yeah.
I just want to announce our presence. Is it magic? Magic. Oh my god, dice.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Okay, I gotta check the fucking music volume. Oh, apparently it's okay. Okay.
Do I get my +1 super wizard?
Yeah, you
it
do.
Says on all magic.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's actually a 13 then?
No, I added it.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So I can only imagine that, like, there's a lot of, like, suppressed emotion going on as you're trying to convince yourself that Arinda's just a thing. And, like, you're 3 blocks away. Like you said, you don't actually plan to hit anything. I think this is like a burst of, like, I don't know, a lot of very complicated, conflicting emotion. And that's a big roll. So I kind of think that this is a big weave. This, I think, you kind of...
Arinda.
Well, no. that would ruin the story I have. Okay. Well, actually, it might make it better. But anyways, I think the lightning is big. I think you whip out the gun, you do the trick, and it's kind of rushed and forced, and you actually do a little bit of a new weave. And the lightning bolt is so big, I like to think of a lightning strike actually coming down out of the sky, hitting your gun, and blasting out forwards, and literally just annihilating one slump entirely. Just completely vaporizes a slump. It gets hit by the lightning in its back, its whole body distends a little bit, and then anime style just explodes. And I think at that point, Garvin and Arinda look up to see where that lightning came from.
Can I, like, at this point, do some sort of, like, prestidigitation on my voice?
Yeah, yep.
I want to echo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Garvin. We're here.
Lou gives a thumbs up. Ah, it's gonna be good.
Hi.
Hi.
And I think, like, fucking Garvin's walrus ass mouth just turns into that big, craggly toothed fucking smile as he realizes that the cavalry has just arrived. And Arinda looks up, sees Jake, and her eyes just go wide in shock. And Jake, in your mind, you hear, Jake, how did you, what are you doing here?
Hello?
Yeah, Jake, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on here?
I'm just talking out loud because I don't think I know how to do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
We brought a cheese tray.
How did you find me? I didn't tell you where I came from. I thought there was no way you'd ever find me.
Nah, man, some stuff happened.
What the hell are you talking to?
Yeah, what's going on?
Where's the cheese tray? I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, I don't know who has a cheese tray actually. I don't know.
Jake, you have to get out of here. Garvin's way too strong. You can't be here for this.
Oh no, we gotta. I'm gonna try to, like, say it in my mind this time. I'm gonna be like, cheese tray.
I think, like, because you're not just thinking cheese tray, you're thinking cheese tray as a weapon, right? Like, you're thinking this is a dangerous thing. This is part of a plan, right?
Yeah, fuck it. Yes.
Right. It's got some. It's not. You're not literally just thinking of tasty cheese. You're thinking of how it's part of a plan or something. Right. There's more to it than just a cheese tray.
I don't want to like outright say we're going to poison the man who has some kind of brain link with you.
Exactly. No, totally. I think you don't try to tell her that, but I think there's clearly something more to it than just a cheese tray.
Yeah.
Jake, if you're planning something, you better be careful. I can help you a bit. If you're gonna fight Garvin, I can help you a bit, but you better be careful. He's not someone to just fool around with. I can isolate myself from him, so we can talk, we can communicate, but he's very strong, Jake. If you're here to fight those monsters, I mean, that's one thing, but if you're tangled up with what Garvin's doing, I beg of you, please don't let him bring the tack here. Don't be a part of his plan.
So she said she could isolate himself a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna try and keep this one in my head. I'll probably still say like hey and out loud and stuff.
Yeah.
If Garvin eats it, are you gone?
Yeah, Jake, if Garvin dies, I'm toast. I can only think that it's probably worth it because I think he's doing something awful. I think he's doing something awful to this town, to these people, and I think he's part of something bad for a lot more than that. I think stopping him is worth it, but I will cease to be Jake if you kill Garvin.
So I guess we're just gonna keep walking, and I'm gonna start talking to her, and it's sort of like a tangential conversation. But hey, did she ever tell me her name, like in the original, like the first time we met? Or was it like a fake name?
No, not the first time.
All right. Hey, so this one time I wove a spider, right?
Yeah.
And I unwove him once. And then I wove him again. Was it the same spider? Did he know he was alive?
That depends a lot on the weave, on the spell. It depends on what you were trying to do and how good you are. It's potentially it was the same spider, but potentially it was just a spider-shaped, blob of ink.
As a side note, so as this is going on, so he's still thinking this inside his head, Jake is? Okay, so we're just standing there, and this is all happening it's not like time is slowed down for him, it's real time. Is that correct? Like this...
Similarly, yeah, I'm not punishing you guys for narrative time as this,
for sure.
But yeah, it's happening in real time, yeah.
So as this whole thing has been going on, and Jake has been staring off into the distance, this fucking eyes glazed. Slump is sort of like looking at him and then looking away and then looking at him for a little bit longer and then looking away and then looking at him and eyes him up and down, and then he just pats him on the back and says,
"It's okay, Jorp. Sometimes Slump poops his pants too."
So I think I'll while I'm speaking and he says that, I feel like my ears still work.
Yeah.
So partway through, like, is it the same spider? Does it know it's a lot? Oh no, I didn't shit my pants. It's okay.
Wait, well, what was that? Jake, did you just say you shit your pants? Jake, they're pretty scary monsters. Jake, are those people with you?
Yep.
Hello, everybody. Can you all hear me?
Whoa, what was that?
Okay. You guys are gonna need to be a little bit more calm if we're gonna, keep this hidden from Garvin. You guys are gonna need
God.
Yeah.
Sorry, who is that? I shit myself.
This is, oh God. Is that a thing that is that a problem you guys have? Where do you guys come from?
Jake started it. It's good luck.
Okay, well, yeah, no, this is Arinda. I'm with Garvin up at the front.
Oh, Arita, hey.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. You guys are walking into a real dangerous situation. I hope you guys are aware of just how dangerous things are about to get for you.
My middle name is Dangerous Situation.
That's a really long middle name.
It is.
Are you guys
probably get it changed?
Well, it's kind of sexy, but
thanks.
Hey,
I look at Jake and I wink.
Boys, husky, dangerous situation.
Hey, are you guys here to? Are you guys helping Garvin, or are you against Garvin?
I think I like very openly. I'm just like, we're here to kill him, aren't we?
That's
Jesus, Trey.
That's a very brave thing that you're gonna try. When I need you guys to let me know when you're gonna try that, because if he gets wind of it, he's gonna mind zap you, and that's game over. But I can help.
Can't mind zap me. It's fine.
I can help.
I have an anti mind zap helmet.
Yeah, if that worked, you wouldn't be able to hear me.
Oh, I'm not wearing it right now.
Oh, well, I don't think that's gonna work. Garvin's a little bit more powerful than your average mind weave, so. But you guys need to let me know and I can help.
Okay, the key word will be banana peel.
That's weird enough to work. All right, sounds good.
But what about you? What happens to you?
I mean, I think that's basically it for me. I can't see any other way to do it. I mean...
Alright, fuck y'all, hold on. I know everyone else is on the call, and this is super weird, but like, was it all real? Was that whole thing real, or was it just some shit? Were you trying to get somewhere and I just happened to be in the way?
Jake, I used a little bit of persuasion to get you to open the door, to let me in, to be safe, but that's all I did, Jake.
Slump now rolls his eyes and looks at Galdrick and sort of gestures towards Jake and mouths with his gigantic fucking face like,
is this gonna be a problem?
I like respond like to the general message. Probably it's gonna, yeah, definitely, probably, yeah, definitely, probably, definitely. Actually, I look at Jake like very obviously, and I look back at Slump. This is not gonna end well. You know what I mean? Like,
Slump like leans over again and pats Jake on the shoulder and says,
Slump might have to rip the head off your lady friend. You know.
I'm still on the line, guys.
I hit Slump's shoulder. Slump!
Yeah. No, listen.
Lady Slump might have to tear your arms off.
No, I don't think that's going to be necessary. I'm on your side.
Oh.
But I do see how I can't see how I come out of this all right. Jake, if you felt anything beyond the compulsion, let me in. And then, well, I thought it was just me. I thought I goofed up and I got myself all confused, but no, Jake, I never did much more than compel you to help me get inside the door.
Hey, Keeper, is this supposed to be like a new permanent member of our party?
You guys can do whatever you want. You guys do whatever you fancy.
All right, so every time Garvin weaves you, you remember what happened. Because you remember what happened.
Yeah, no, it's me every time.
But only if Garvin does it?
Yeah, it's, I don't know what it is exactly, but I've seen a few other people adept at weaving familiars that are, you know, retain themselves between weavings, but most of the time that's not the case. I think Garvin is a lot more powerful than what his current station is.
Okay, so like Ick, he remembered dying once before. Sorry, this is out of character, obviously. Remembered dying and then remembered being brought back by Demersal.
Yeah.
So it's possible to like, but it's always the same person reweaving the same familiar.
Yeah.
Like if Steve, like Demersal's buddy,
Yeah.
weaved an ick, it would be the same ick.
That is correct. I guess actually what you know a little bit from Tom is that a little bit of the person who does the weaving is in the spell. So by definition, someone else can't weave the same spell that someone else has woven. Because
I have to eat Garvin.
Yeah. There you go.
Nope, I think that's 100% my plan.
Eat Garvin.
Slump eats other. Slump eats
Oh.
other people's ink. I need to eat Garvin's ink so that if I expend the ink that's in me, she comes out because it's his
Good
ink.
lord.
I don't understand.
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
say all this.
The mental image of Jake just choking and throwing up all over himself as he's trying to chomp down these massive pieces of blubber.
Yeah.
As Slump is clapping his hands, Lou is gagging, and Galdrick is standing there smiling. My God.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
No, man. All right, so this is gonna be on the group chat. This is back on the group call.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna eat his body. If I just like find a way to get his ink into my ink, then I can make her at his ink, and it's the same her, right?
But how we get that's like a big.
Slump's eyes cross as he's trying to process. He thinks he's hearing something very sexual.
Jake,
I mean, maybe you are. I don't fucking know.
I mean, I see where you're going.
That's weird.
I don't know. That's
Weird.
that seems crazy.
You're
all right.
telling me you want to eat a guy so you can literally just create, like, you can essentially 3D print your girlfriend. That's weird.
Well,
I mean, when you say it like that, come on. Think about keeping a sentient thing from dying.
Well, I guess that's a good point, but I'm gonna put this in your mind right now, and you go ahead and enjoy it. Would you make 2 of them for really good times? You know what I'm saying? Would you make 2?
Hey, if
I
make
never got
two-
the twin thing. Lou says aloud.
Yeah, so
Wait,
I'm still on the call. Hey, everyone.
hey. So if Garvin made
sorry,
2 of
that
you,
was Slump.
would you be some kind of shared consciousness? Like, what? Could we be making a new?
I don't think he could weave another one of me. It takes.
Hold on, I got call waiting. Hey, Volos.
Oh, hello, Jake. Yes, what's
What
shit,
up,
If he
man?
says
Jake?
Volos out loud, I start physically slapping him.
Ow!
Oh,
Damn it!
no,
Damn it!
come
Damn it!
on.
Damn it!
We can make a deal.
Sandwich!
Come on now. What's...
Hey, man. Were you listening on the call?
I was, yes.
Dope. So if I had a bunch of Garvin juice, would I be able to pump out 2? Wait, what the fuck was your name?
Don't say
Oh my
pump
god, I don't even know her.
If I swallow the Garvin juice,
If you sip on the Garvin juice, can you make an Orinda? Is that the question?
Yeah, man. Just suck it down.
I will tell you that it's potentially possible, but
Dope,
not
how much?
for you right now.
Oh fuck.
It would take. Well, that's that's an interesting question, Jake. Because I could give you the power. You know what? I tell you what, Jake. I can do
Hey, Galdrick,
something.
look over there.
I can do something that I think you might find amenable. I can save Orinda. I can make her real, free from Garvin. And when Garvin dies, she will continue. But it's got a price. Are you interested?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
do I hear this conversation?
Actually, yes. Volos appears to everyone now.
No!
Well, what's the price?
No! No!
It's not that much.
I mean, it was an eyeball to save 4 people. I can get you a quarter of an eyeball, no problem, dude.
I'm sorry, what?
You remember? Wait, no, you're probably fucking toast. Never mind, don't worry about it.
Jake,
I start
I
like
will
physically
take-
touching my eyes to make sure they're both there.
Jake,
Slump sees you stick your fingers in your eyes and throws up.
Jake, the price will be all super wizard you've accrued and the majority of your weaving talent to date.
I mean, you only gave me 1 super wizard point, dude.
I'm gonna knock you down a peg too.
That seems kind of like a bad deal. He's
I don't know,
gonna
he's
make
part
your
of the
woman
cave.
real, which means if she dies, she's mega dead. As opposed to if you just slurped on some Garvin juice, if she dies, you can just weave her.
I mean, that was all right. Come on, I can negotiate my own fucking shit here, man. That was my original thing.
Well, I said it first.
So Vola. All right, fine. All right, whatever. All right, that's good. That's good. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You want the capability to weave Orinda in her
Now wait,
current
big-
form.
Yeah, big old fucking specific caveat thing. That one, and I just sort of like point 3 blocks down at the green dress.
Yes. All right. I'll tell you what, Jake. That requires another bump of Super Wizard and the knowledge of a very, very powerful weave. I can give you both, but the price is one favor. A favor that I can call on at any time, of any cost, and you cannot refuse.
I mean, I feel like we should put a cap on something if you're like,
No
hey,
cap.
go kill every orphan in the galaxy. Like, I physically can't do that. I would die.
No
I'd be like,
cap.
oh, yeah. Well, what if I just can't do it?
You
You
will.
can't fly from one end of the galaxy to the other.
You will die. As I say, making fun of Volos.
Oh my god! I thought it was his real voice, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh,
Is that what
no.
I sound like? Is that what I sound like to you, Goldrick? You know, I've got a much more, but a much scarier voice than that.
Look at me, my hands are so tiny.
I've got big hands, Goldrick.
I've got big eyes, Goldie.
All right, you know what?
I'm trying to just ruin this deal for Jake because I do not trust Volos at all.
Yeah.
Goldrick, I feel like you need a small demonstration. And it's done.
Galdrick, I would like you to remove 1 luck.
Damn.
Oh boy.
I gotta pull up my goddamn character sheet.
Now, back to our deal, Jake.
I didn't learn anything.
All right, Goldrick. Was that not enough? Do you need another lesson?
I'm not afraid of you, you little shit!
You should be, Goldrick.
Ah, there it is. And I kind of like demonstrate to the rest of the class.
There
He says he's our friend. He says he's on our page. But the moment we stand up, he fights back.
Goldrick.
No one else noticed this. You're making deals with this.
You are right.
Goldrick, I am a patient man.
Not really.
I have.
Now, all right, come on now, y'all. This fucking group call getting out of hand. Relax.
He started it.
Volos?
I feel really unlucky right now.
Thank you for answering my call. I will politely not decline.
Well, if you need me again, you know where to find me in Galdrick. I am beginning to lose my patience with you ever so slowly.
Well, I lost my patience with you the first day we met.
It seems like you need to learn patience. Isn't that a virtue for you?
No, that's Michael's gig.
Oh. Damn it. No, don't worry. It's one of his colleagues. They look very similar. I get them confused all the time.
Wait, everybody?
He's 6'4" and ripped from head to toe. I kind of look at myself. How do you get that mixed up?
Well,
pretty sure that's artist interpretation, man.
You've got the same eyes.
Oh, that's nice. Volos, I might have misjudged you. I'm sorry.
I accept your apology. I'll just be hanging out over here if you guys need me again. Still friends?
I mean, yeah, it's good talking to you. Good talking to you, man. Yeah.
Slump now looks like he's feeling bad because he doesn't understand. He says,
"Hey, Mr. Volley Dog, let's make a deal."
No, I slap Slump. No.
I would never hit you, Mr. Volley
Slump.
Dog. No, come on. Hold on. Watch. Slumpy has a plan. Don't worry. I would never hit you, Mr. Volley Dog. How much for? Oh, really? I would never hit you, Slump. Never. I'm your friend. Oh, that sounds kind of nice. Yeah. He sounds kind of nice.
His last deal was with Jake for 5 pounds of your flesh.
Well, Jake didn't have to say yes. It was a test. It was a test. Shame, Jorp. Shame. Okay, well, how much for a bowl of crispy noodles right here, where Slump doesn't even have to go and do a walk to get it? One favor.
Damn.
That you. Oh, I'll call on it later, Mr. Slump. Deal.
Slump,
deal.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? For noodles?
Deal.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You everyone was so mean to him. Excellent.
Oh my god. I swear to God.
Now for this, I'm going to need to do a little something.
And that rift in the air opens up, and Volo steps into your reality. And he outstretches a hand towards Slump.
Mr. Slump, we're going to need to shake on that. Oh, okay.
Slump just holds out his hand.
When you touch his hand, it feels like skin strapped on bone and covered in oil.
Ugh.
And as soon as you touch him, there's like a slight tingling in your arm, and his arm shoots backwards, and he shakes it off like it's been burned.
Yes, very good, Slump. Very good. One favor for one bowl of crispy noodles right here.
And like a Slump-sized bowl of delicious crispy noodles just materializes in one of Slump's hands.
Fucking awesome. You know what? And Slump, in an unexpected portray of above double digits or above single digit IQ, just holds it in his hand and leans over to the rest of the party and says,
For Blar.
Okay.
For Blarvin?
It's for Mr. Blarman.
To have with the cheese?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Maybe need to carb up.
We
You know what I
have
just-
noodles in the fridge, you jackass.
We'll slump one of them now.
You said they were for Blarbin.
We'll slump. You know what? Fine. Slump gonna eat them all himself.
Eat the whole fucking bowl like really fast and really angrily. Like
It's
even
like-
though it's slump size, he's taking such huge gulps that he's like gagging on these noodles and he's just cramming them down.
I think they're so delicious, but you eat them so fast that they give you a tummy ache.
Aw.
I'd like to cast like a mind connection with Betty.
Okay.
Betty.
Yeah, what's up, Goldrick?
Oh my God, this planet is fucked.
We hear this too.
I'm working on it. No, this one is
No,
just Goldrick and Betty. I'm
Just-
working on it, Goldrick. I'm trying.
Just let it burn.
I
My
can
God.
save it. I can save it, Goldrick. Come on now.
Just let it burn.
I can do it, Goldrick. Just
I'm
you're
sure-
gonna see.
I'm
You're
sure.
gonna see.
I bet you. I'm
I'm gonna fix it.
yeah, okay.
I'm gonna save everyone, Goldrick. You just wait and see.
Yeah, I look at Slump making deals with the fucking like straight up devil for a bowl of noodles for an unrestricted favor, and I'm like, good luck with that one.
Wait, what do you know, Goldrick?
I've got to go, and I just hang up.
And before I go, I am going to need a handshake from Mr. Marshall.
Yeah, man, no problem. Good chatting with you.
Thank you so much, Jake, for the phone call. Please make sure to call me anytime you need.
And
Yeah.
same thing. You touch his hand, and it's like weird, thick skin strapped over bone. It feels like it's all oily, and you feel this kind of tingly sensation in your arm. But his arm does not shoot back in pain this time.
Very good, very good. Good luck with the clusterfuck you have up there. Make sure to give me a call if you need anything.
All right, man. Bye.
And he steps through the rift, and it closes, and he is gone.
Oh boy. I don't know that I know what to do now. Do we know what we want to do with Orinda?
I
We're just
tapped.
gonna go?
We're still on the call with Orinda, so I just want to be
Oh,
like,
hey,
Orinda.
Yeah, what was going on there?
Oh, sorry, your boyfriend was making a deal with the devil.
Jake?
Hey.
I gotta go. He's got this. Bye. And I hang up.
Jake, what did you do?
Oh. I mean, as everyone heard,
Burn it down.
Oh god.
I feel like you should be able to hear. Like she should hear that through my ears into the call.
Yeah, I think so. Jake, did you do something foolish?
Nah, man. I mean, everyone was on the call with old Volo. I said no. I declined it.
Who's that? Who are you talking to? I was put on
I'm
call
pretty
holding
sure
for a
it's-
little while.
Yeah, I don't have the thing where it plays music. That's weird. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like Garvin's boss's boss's boss or some kind of like interdimensional wizard god. But it's cool.
Jake, that sounds awful. If you were dealing with something more dangerous than Garvin, making deals, what are you in, Jake?
Oh, well, I mean, we got to deal with this somehow, right?
I mean, you do. It's the townspeople are not faring very well, Jake.
Oh, yeah, we should probably do something about that.
Fuck him.
It would be great.
Who cares?
It would be great if you could help at some point before the whole town is dead. That would be fantastic.
Well, what's the matter? Why do we need them? Fuck them. What do they do after we kill them anyway?
Well, why do anything if you let
For
everybody
us.
die?
Fuck them.
I mean, What's the point in fighting if everybody's dead?
I watched somebody get stabbed through the heart, and I'm just like, yes.
What is wrong, Jake? What is wrong with your?
I mean, sometimes they're better than this. This is a weird day.
It's a low moment.
This is a weird day. All right. I guess good talking to you. Hey, check this shit out. And I'm just gonna shoot another lightning bolt from hella far away.
Yeah. All right. Roll it up. Yeah. This is actually 2 lightning bolts. They come in like rapid succession. And the first one is actually, you know what? It's not 2 thunderbolts. One of them is lightning, and then it's like a thunderclap of sound wave after it that is like a second impact. And so I think the first thunderbolt just rips through one of the slumps and electrifies it horribly, and it's kind of on its last legs. And then this thunder wave of the kind of air collapsing behind where the lightning split the air apart causes this wave of force to slam into the slump and just break him in half.
Oh, fuck yeah, check this shit out.
I can do that too. Fine, I'll help. I like very pissed off like Jewish grandfather. Fine. I want to wiggle my pistol. When I say wiggle my pistol, I want to violently shake it. Because where do you say we're like 3 blocks out?
Yeah. Well, I guess you're more like 2 blocks out because you've been walking a little bit, but you're a ways off.
I would like to wiggle the shit out of my pistol. Can I transform it into a mortar?
Yeah, I think so. I think as you kind of like shake it, the barrel starts to get kind of floppy. And as you shake it, the barrel gets wider and wider, kind of like molding clay. And it gets wider and wider until it's a big old mortar-sized barrel. And then once it's reached its appropriate size, the rest of it kind of extends down into a long mortar-style cannon. And then the two little bipods come out of the front, like where the trigger was. And you have a standing mortar.
I just want to like, all right, here we are. I couldn't think about aiming it right at Garvin. I'm like, nah, too obvious. All right. Pull it back. I want to aim it right at the front line of slumps. I want to, like, if you will, wire transmission to Garvin and say, incoming. And then I want to fire.
Please be safe. Please be careful. What are you doing back there? All right, roll me to kick some ass.
Can I use magic to like help him, to give him like sight beyond human limitation or something?
Oh shit. Fuck yeah. All right, use magic. Well, actually, I guess roll to help out. And use the super wizard bonus because you're like magically helping out.
What's that?
Okay, 9. So you help out. I'm at a 10 automatically.
Yep.
Okay. The fuck thing is help out? Or do you want me to use weird for magic?
Help out is plus cool. Plus cool plus super wizard. Which I can only imagine is going to be a success.
Very cool.
Hey, it's a success. It's a mixed success though. So
I accidentally hit Garvin.
Okay, sure. Why don't we do that? So this is going to be interesting. So you are looking and you're trying to gauge the distance, and then suddenly your eyes become like fucking heads up display fucking the distance counter, pick your fucking detonation point kind of thing. And you pick a spot like, you know, kind of by the slumps, right by the front line of slumps, so that you can get a bunch of them and not any civilians. And when you let loose with this shot, it's perfect. But the thing is that Jake also juiced up the shell, and it has a bigger explosion than you were calculating. And it detonates, and shrapnel flies at Garvin, and you see it bounce off a force field.
Wait, around the slums?
Around Garvin.
Oh. I was about to say, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. Oh, the slumps get real fucked up. It burns them. There's shrapnel in them, and all the slumps get the little heart icon because they are fucked up.
Oh.
I want to wire over to Garvin and be like, "You all right?"
Yes, you that was probably try to shoot a little bit farther away next time. I got a little bit.
Sorry.
Yes. Please be careful.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It was the wind. There was the wind.
Yes, I appreciate the gumption, though. That was a good idea. Just a little bit farther from me, please.
Sorry, but incoming. And I just want to. I don't fire another one, but whenever I can fire another one, I'll pick it up and I'll walk with it. Whenever you say I can fire another one, I'll fire another one.
Absolutely. So I think why don't we go ahead and everybody roll to act under pressure. This will be like your initiative order, and then we'll start. We'll all right.
I want to say to Orinda as we're walking towards her.
Wait, we're gonna jump in, but you have a think about how we're gonna save your life too, okay? Okay, here we go.
My roll 20 has been a bit fucked up. Would you be able to roll for me, Tech?
Yeah. What is it?
It's just not clicking on it. Does nothing.
No problem. What's your plus cool?
Plus cool for me turns into plus weird, which is
plus 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right. So we've got first place is Slump with 11 because he has the higher modifier. It then goes Lou with 11, then Galdrick with 8, and Jake with 7. So I mean, it actually works out really well. Slump is first in the initiative order. Slump, you're about 2 blocks away.
Okay.
And it's your turn to do kind of whatever you'd like.
Okay, and so basically, just so I'm following the combat and the flow of it appropriately, basically, Galdrick just fired off an artillery round in Garvin's direction, and it was a bit overjuiced, so it didn't hit him. But we haven't, initiated combat with Garvin. It's just all these slumps that are here.
Yeah, so it was the mortar was shot at the slumps and did a lot of damage to the slumps. Okay. But it was overjuiced, so the explosion also hit Garvin a bit. But it was pretty clear that it was meant for the slumps.
I see. Okay.
And he has not taken offense to that yet.
Okay. Well, I don't. And how far away did you say we are?
You're about 2 blocks away.
Okay. I think Slump would see if he could find something to basically at them. I don't think he should try to be a hero by racing into anything, trying to run in there to do melee damage. I think he would try to
just throw something.
I think he would try to hurl something, like if there's a piece of building or an overly large boulder or something, and try to skip it off their fucking heads. Yeah,
you're kind of like walking in amongst ruined buildings. So if you can think of a piece of rubble, it's there. Like there's broken beams, there's smashed cinder blocks, there's a fucking fridge, there's everything you could imagine is lying in ruin all around you.
Yeah. Okay. I want to pick up like a section of wall that's held together by support beams.
Okay,
the size of a double wide door, but not a door, just because the piece of wall would be heavier.
Yeah.
And try to throw it at the group of slumps. Like if I can get 2 in a line and try to throw it at head.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So roll me to kick some ass, and you roll at advantage because I can only imagine you're heaving this thing with all 4 arms.
Damn right. Okay, 1 second. Who did that? That's not me. Did I do that?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be me.
I know.
What the fuck?
It's a fucked up roll. If you want to just tell me your plus tough, I can roll it for you.
Yeah, 1 second here. There we go. Now I'm rolling it twice.
That's right.
It's for +2. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you get +3. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a mixed success either way. So I think the way this works is with kick some ass on a mixed success, you take some damage too. So I can only imagine that like you pull out this fucking wall and turn and hurl it at 2 slumps that are already damaged from the fucking mortar shell. And I kind of have this picture of Slump with all 4 arms up, holding this kind of like a roof over your head, and then heaving it like just like fucking Krillin's Destructo disc straight at the Slump's heads. And
yeah, exactly.
It's a fucking good throw. And I don't know. I kind of like the idea of maybe a bit of spin on it, a little bit of leaning into the Destructo disc kind of flavor.
Yes. Yep.
And how much fucking you do? Like 5 damage or something, don't you?
Yes. Yep,
yeah.
That's correct.
So you won't leech health because you're not hitting them with your fists directly. But that's so much damage combined with the fucking mortar shell that they took. That 2 slumps just, it doesn't cut their heads off. It just smashes their heads into a pulp, and a bit of their spine sticks up where the smashed head used to be. And as you stand there kind of reveling over the destruction and carnage of these 2 slumps that are kind of like stumbling around, kind of like the psycho badass psychos from Borderlands 2 with the weird ass fucking spines that stick out. They're kind of like stumbling around, squirting blood all over, and you're having a good chortle at them. And then the house that you just pulled the wall down from falls on top of your head, and you take 2 harm from the falling house. And I imagine Slump is still like standing there, basically like it hurt. Well, actually it hit your armor, so it didn't fucking hurt at all. And basically like you pull the wall out and everyone sees the house starting to fall on you, and you just fucking heave this Destructo disc, and then you stand there kind of clapping and chortling, and then the whole fucking house comes down on top of you, and there's like this cloud of dust, and as the dust moves away, you just see Slump standing there clapping his hands.
It's that Buster Keaton thing, but if he had fucked up and actually got hit by the house.
We're like, Slump, oh, he's okay.
All right, Lou, it is your turn next.
I would like to, well, first I would like to say aloud,
Hey, remember, let's maybe not give Garvin the cheese plate because it's a special gift just for him. So let's not just like have it out in the open, but let's take him aside and give it to him stealthy like. Anyway, and then I would like to summon my.
Plate?
Huh?
Who has the cheese plate?
Who does?
I don't know. Whoever wants to.
I have it in my bag.
There you go. Lou has it in her bag.
I don't care. If anybody else wants it, that's totally fine. I guess I didn't have to say that aloud then. Anyway, I'm gonna call on Gold Buddy. And because we know that the Slump guys really like cold, I want to talk to Gold Friend and think of a big open refrigerator, like those big, deep freeze ones that you open up, like a big chest that's open, like the lid is up, that's really spewing out a lot of cold, and also there's maybe some enticing meats in the cooler. And I want it to pop up in the midst of them so that they all gather in one spot so they're easy to hit by my other party members.
Okay, so I think this is gonna be kind of more of a manipulate someone role, because you're trying to convince the Slumps to stop chomping on the humans that they're fighting and go to the deep freeze. So
Nice. That's charm.
Rolled, yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
What does?
So on a failure on manipulate someone, that you really offend them, and manipulate someone does not normally work on monsters. You know what? I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah, totally.
You fucking conjure this big deep freeze full of delicious meats, and I think you accidentally conjure it behind the townsfolk. and that drives the slumps to even more fervor. And they just fucking chew through the people to get at the fucking freezer full of meat.
That's not good. He goes, oh God, sorry.
Baldric smiles.
Well, at least they're kind of clustered up, though.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Oh shit! Earthquake.
What, you guys right now?
I have an earthquake. There's an earthquake in my house right now.
Oh,
Holy
shit.
shit.
Whoa.
Be careful. Be safe.
I am physically moving back and forth.
Whoa.
This is weird.
Whoa, what?
Oh, this is bad. I gotta leave. Bye.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Holy
Holy
shit.
shit.
Hopefully it's okay, man. Damn. Okay, well we'll make sure to I'll message him in a bit to make sure he's okay. But getting out of the house and not playing D&D is probably a right decision.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll keep going and
I'm
check in with
tracking
them.
stuff, seeing what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, I know yesterday LA area had a 6.4, which is pretty big.
Yeah, I heard that too.
God.
Man. Okay. Next is Galdric.
I will. How far away are we at this point?
I'll say you're about a block away as you guys kind of keep making your way up.
Shit. I don't, because they're too close to the civilians, and I can't just brutally murder them. Like if it happens, it happens. Shit. Okay. I will. I'm gonna try to speed things up.
Okay.
I'm going to. This is gonna be so stupid. This is gonna be so stupid. I want to set the mortar down.
Yep.
Okay. And I want to load a different shot into the mortar, just like I would my gun.
Oh yeah.
And I want to gather everybody up, like, hey, ready, come here, gather around the mortar, gather around the mortar. And I want to aim right for Garvin.
Oh.
And I want to say, Garvin, incoming. Don't block this one. Trust me. And I want to fire a teleportation circle mortar.
All right. All right.
Can I do that?
I mean, yeah. Roll to use magic.
Oh God, I forgot. This is 0.
Oh!
Why do my teleport circles never work?
Oh boy.
Ever!
Oh boy. All right. So that's a miss. So what? Now you have to tell me what your plan was, because I need to know how wrong it goes.
I was essentially just going to teleport us so we were standing next to Garvin. So Slump could physically get in the fight. I could be within range to shoot them. And Jake would be able to get within range to shoot them. And Lou would, I wanted to get us in closer range. Because right now we're all like medium to close range kind of targets,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, then I think basically, you load the shot. You tell Garvin to not block it. And he doesn't even need to. Because at the last second when you pull the trigger to launch this thing, I think Slump is like brushing rubble off his shoulder or something, and he bumps you a bit as you pull the trigger, and you end up launching yourselves in the middle of the slumps.
Oh.
Whoa.
And I think as soon as that happens, the slumps turn and they bite and claw and smash, and you all take 2 harm.
What
is
the fuck?
You're alive?
Yeah, I just came back.
I'll just be like, hi, this isn't where I sent my mortar.
And they bite you.
Ow, ow. Ow! I like boop their snoots because I don't have an attack on this turn now. Stop!
Yeah, and they get booped on their snoots, and you guys all take 2 harm. And next, Jake, the recently unearthquaked. Everything still standing?
Yeah, but like everybody was out on the street just to be safe.
Yeah, smart.
That was like a solid minute. Like my blinds were wagging back and forth, and I was like, "Oh fuck,
man!"
Oh my god.
All right, well, watch. If there's aftershocks, just fucking leave again. Don't even feel like you need to tell us.
Jesus, apparently these are all aftershocks from yesterday.
Whoa.
There's been a 7.1, 5.6, 5.4, 4.6, 4.6, 6.2 all in the last 12 hours.
Holy fuck.
San Andreas fault. Here we go. Might have got the hell out of California, buddy.
Yeah, holy shit,
to
guys.
Island Republic of California.
Okay. All right, Jake the earthquake. What you got brewing?
We seem to be much closer than we were a while ago.
Yeah, Galdrick decided to fire a teleportation shot to get you guys close to Garvin, but there was a miss rolled, and hey, you take an experience for that.
Oh, good.
There we go. Hey, I leveled up.
Hey,
I thumbs up towards Jake. Don't worry, I got you close for your lightning stuff.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the.
No, wait. I didn't do that. I made a deal with Vola.
I mean, it sounds legit, dude. I'm gonna do the thing where I put up like the barrier, but instead of against the slumps, I'll make it so that the people can't get in or out, and I'll just put them in a big bubble. I wanted to do that before a bunch of them died, but we're down to 3. May as well save the 3.
It's not actually 3. It's like 150 or something like that. They're just like representatives of the number of people that have. Yeah.
I will sort of be very careful at the slump 2 townsperson intersect.
Yeah.
But then the back end of the bubble, I don't give a shit. Just as big as I can make it to capture as many as I can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, roll me to use magic, and we'll see how good you get at protecting the people from the slumps, or if you just trap them in a slump grinder. Oh, you made it.
Super
yeah. Okay, anything less than a full success, I was gonna have some slumps in there, but I mean, you're a fucking super wizard now, man. So absolutely, with a 10, you find yourselves trapped amongst all the slumps. And do you want this to look like anything in particular? What do you give me some visual flavor on this dome?
So last time, I think you made it sort of like this red series of like hexagonal like force field things.
Yeah.
So I think when it starts to form, it'll probably look really similarly.
Yeah.
And it'll be a wall like the first time. And then I'll have the wall sort of like start bending over the civilians and then turn more opaque so that like they can't see out. Because I think they're all mind controlled to fight, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I want to try to break that line of sight so they don't know like what to fight.
Yeah.
So just this opaque dome that sort of like spreads back over the people as much as I can and just lock them in.
Yep. Absolutely fucking no problem. This wall folds over into a dome, and with nary a slump inside it, the all remaining townspeople are now protected behind this wall. That's not invincible. The wall can take enough damage and break, but as of right now, they are absolutely protected from the slumps. You, however, are not. But that wasn't an offensive move, and you all just got bit, so no attacks from the slumps, except that now it is Slump's turn. The slump.
Okay, and so we're all inside this protective bubble now?
Actually, you're the only ones, like you and the slump monsters are the only ones not under it. It's only the townspeople that got protected. Yeah.
Okay, I want to look at Galdrick and say,
Helicopter.
God damn it! I put the gun away and I like pop out the trident. And can I just because I know what he's gonna fucking do with me? Can I change my trident so it turns into like a scimitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a scimitar, scythe. Oh fuck yeah! I love scythes.
Yeah. Okay. So I think you pull out the trident and it just starts humming. It's like, and It's so fucking excited to finally get fucking used again that it immediately turns into a flintlock pistol.
Are you
okay? Slump picks up. Slump grabs Galdrick by the
shake
feet,
it again?
spinning
God
him,
fucking
spinning around.
damn it! No, I will
Yeah.
put you away. Stop sounding like Kiki. Turn into a fucking knife.
Oh god.
And I think it turns into a scythe, but like the handle of the scythe looks like a giant pistol. And it is just so fucking excited. Like it turns into a scythe, and the blade becomes like 13 feet long and 600 pounds and just falls on the ground. And it's like, yeah.
I grab onto both sides of it. I look at Slump and I'm just like, ready.
And I want to Slump with like a big cheery fucking smile on his face, like he's some Swedish cheesemaker slinging bales of like fucking provolone.
Yeah.
Grab him by the feet, just a gigantic, maybe humming a little tune, like grab him by the feet and just start spinning him in a circle, like using both hands on like about like all four arms. So 2 arms are grabbing one foot and 2 arms are grabbing the other for extra grip. So you can really hold on to him as he just fucking spins in a circle as fast as he fucking can.
Yeah, you fucking got it, man. Roll to kick some ass. Yep, and actually, I think you get +3 to.
I thought it was. I didn't know if it was +3 or if it was +1 after the fact, but I mean, I guess it's the same.
It's the same either way. So those are definitely both 10s. Those are both full successes, and so I think you become. I think like it's so heavy. This blade is so unwieldy. The gun, the trident, was so excited to get used that it tried to make the biggest, baddest, meanest scythe that's ever been fucking made, and it way overcompensated on the blade. The blade is completely unwieldy, and so when you try to start swinging them helicopter style, like it drags, and you suddenly realize how much you're gonna have to try with this fucking 600-pound scythe blade. And so I think you kind of have to like shoulder check one Slump, and you get bit for 2 harm as you kind of like make a little bit of swinging space. And then when you start swinging on the first pass, he doesn't have enough speed yet, and so like he kind of gets bonked into one, and Galdrick, you take 1 harm from just like a fucking meandering claw as you are getting swung around. But then on the second pass, Galdrick is getting some speed, and that fucking scythe, it starts to lift up. And at that point, I think you go ahead and fucking hit all 3 Slumps around you for 5 fucking harm.
Oh yeah.
And that just outright kills 2 of the Slumps. And then one of them is like his guts get like spilled open. The fucking scythe cleaves almost all the way through him, but not quite, and his guts are just spilled all over. And he's not dead. He's still like trying to get at you, but not quite dead. But he's very fucked up.
Okay.
And next is Lou. What you doing, Lou?
What is around us now? Is it 4 or these are representations?
These are kind of representations, yeah. So I guess like he didn't kill 1 slump, he killed like 10 slumps with that.
Got it. So we're definitely still totally surrounded.
Yeah.
By slumps.
Yep.
So we're right in the midst on all sides, slumps.
Yeah.
Can I? I want to not be here, so I would like to do a spell that is damaging while getting me out. Can I do like a use magic? Wait, no, I can't. I guess I would talk to Golden Buddy, to try and do like a jetpack kind of thing, and the flame from it.
Yep.
Maybe tries to hit the monster.
Okay.
Just to try and eject me, like ejecting seat.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so if you want primarily damage, roll to kick some ass. If you want primarily get out of here, roll to use magic. And then basically a full success will let you do it. and a partial success will only do one of the two.
I want to mainly get out of there.
Okay, so yeah, roll to use magic.
That's weird. Oh my lord.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, what's the negative? I'm wondering if I should. No. Yeah. No. That's fine.
Okay, so with a miss, I think you think of like this jetpack, and Lou 3 goes ahead and like pulls 2 eggs out of the basket, and does a little juggling thing, and then cracks them, like just kind of splats them on your back, and then from all the icky egg yolk, just this giant fucking jetpack pops out, and Lou 3 kind of pulls down these like aviation goggles and steps back and gives you the thumbs up, and the jetpack ignites, but it just explodes and shoots off your back.
Awesome.
And I think you take 1 harm from the exploding, flaming, detonating jetpack from your back.
So I'm at 3 harm, but also I've leveled up.
Okay,
So-
there you go.
And it's like World of Warcraft, right? Where you just get full health when you level up?
Yeah, every ding restores all your MP and HP.
Yes.
That's not true at all.
Damn it.
All right, Goldrick. Do me some stuff.
Can I wiggle my scythe again to try to like downsize it to a proper level?
Yeah, I think you like you wiggle it, and the trident has never been like wiggled before, so it kind of misunderstands, and it grows like 3 more blades, and so it starts rotating like a fucking like bladed helicopter until like you kind of give it this look of disapproval. And
No. I leave it. I instantly leave that, and I like really grip onto it, like as hard as I fucking can.
Yeah.
And I look at Slump, and I go, ready.
All right, you want to do another helicopter?
I want to do it, but I want to like use my round
Yeah.
to help out with his attack.
Gotcha.
And I want Slump before he goes to huff his fucking space ammonia.
Oh God.
Yep.
Okay. Roll it up.
What do you want me to roll, or is he rolling?
I think this is a Slump rolling. Slump
Okay,
is
sounds
rolling. Big daddy rolls.
Sounds good. 1 second, I'm gonna talk to my dad.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I think this time, I mean, I don't know, man. It's a fucking spinning helicopter scythe machine, fucking blender from hell. Then those are definitely successes. I think you take another 2 harm as the slumps try to stop you. Like this is by definition 3 times heavier than last time. And
Yep.
I think it takes you like, you actually have to like get away from them and almost start like a hammer toss, start swinging to get enough momentum up with this fucking helicopter blender from hell. And as you try to get away, they bite you, they claw at you, they punch you, and you take a combined 2 harm from getting away from them. And but eventually you get him going, and with this, I think you basically chew up the vast majority of the rest of slumps. Like you chew through probably 20 slumps with this. Like you're just a fucking walking hurricane of blades and gore. And as they try to get close to you, you've got so much momentum going that these things are just getting fucking obliterated. And now I think there's probably only a couple slumps left, kind of clawing at the big wall that Jake made. Speaking of which, Jake, it is your turn. There's maybe, you know, half a dozen slumps left trying to break through that wall.
Half a dozen?
Yeah, probably 6 slumps left.
So is making this barrier a concentration spell?
Not
just kidding.
No, I mean, like, that's because the thing is when you cast, you use ink, and if it's maintained outside of you, it actually does drain you to some degree. So it's kind of concentration, but very loosely. So I'll say, unless you try to do something insane, it's not really, it's not going to be an issue.
Gotcha. They're weak to fire. What do we have? Okay, so the business on my gun is fire and lightning. Could I lean into the fire to sort of do like an area of effect attack that's weaker but hits all of them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah. I'll sort of move off to probably over to this side.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna like strafe my home.
Yeah.
And I think I'll sort of try to just like rip this off on the ground and like bank it off the dome. So I don't want to
okay.
light Lou on.
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna sort of horf this fire out.
Yep, absolutely. All right, give me a roll to kick some ass with Super Wizard. yeah. So what do you think? Are you thinking more like flamethrower or like fiery lightning? What's kind of the flavor of this spell a little bit?
So I think the lightning is normally, because it's always been like fire and lightning.
Yeah.
I think you described it as like a DBZ beam once before.
Exactly.
So I think this is going to be more like a low roll. So like black smoke kind of comes out at first, and then it like ignites. So almost think of like I barf like a heavy gas out of the gun first.
Yeah.
And it sort of like hits the side of the dome and rolls around, and you can see it kind of like coil.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of lights, and then that whole thing, like the wave of fire, sort of like eats up the smoke, and then sort of just like goes through in a wave, and then it kind of burns itself out.
Yeah, I think as the smoke is kind of rolling over the slumps, they kind of lose interest with the dumb wall that they're not getting much work done on, and this like kind of awful smell of the smoke gas kind of draws their attention, and they start making their way to you. And once they're completely saturated and inundated with this gas, it ignites in this not explosive, but yeah, like rolling fire as it ignites all the gas. And they had inhaled it, and they had, soaked themselves in it, and they all just turn into giant roasting slumps. And I think that burns all the rest of them.
Gross.
And...
Super Wizard! And then like the end of my gun's on fire, so I like sort of rub it in the dirt a little bit. I'm like, oh fuck! Oh.
And the slump monsters are dealt with. And
Yay!
I think at that point, that fight went a little bit differently than what I was expecting. So I think Garvin and Arinda kind of are standing there at the top of the stairs after all this hubbub had just occurred. And Garvin says, well, that was quite a... Do you know what that was all about?
Not really. We saw them coming from when we were driving around. They were coming seemingly from the south, right? South?
Yeah. From the south. Do you mean I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen... Who could conjure so many familiars all at once? And why are they all deflating and not, turning into ash or something like that? Do you know what they are?
I look around to the other party members stealthily. Do we want to? How much do we say?
I mean, we don't know totally.
Slump talking like way too loudly for how far away they are. He goes,
Who knows? Never seen it before in my life.
and looks around to the other party members like, don't worry, I got it.
I think at that point, Garvin kind of looks at Slump and looks at the monsters. Like his eyes kind of narrow a little bit. Something seems similar. Anyways.
Slump is trying to suck in his gut.
So
I'll like de-summon one of the hexagon panels of the dome and like poke my head in to see all the... Hey, y'all, you're good.
Yay! 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 There's only 100 of us left.
The keeper said 150.
Oh yeah, no, yep, 150 just recounted. Yep.
There's the other 50. It's over there.
Yep. Oh no, they died of starvation. Damn. You should
Oh
have.
shit! Not enough oxygen in the bubble. My bad.
Not enough oxygen in the bubble. Damn it.
I mean, are y'all good? Is it comfortable?
Yeah, no, we're kind of nice in here. What happened?
We're good. I mean, y'all can just hang out.
Okay, what's this weird wall? What were those
Don't worry about
things?
All right, bye.
Why was Garvin outside? Who's that person with Garvin? Why were you guys
Can I
fighting?
make it soundproof?
Yeah, it's mostly soundproof.
All right, cool.
I want to go up to it, knock on it like a fish tank.
Hello? Hello? Oh, could you please send some food? We're starting to resort to cannibalism in here.
It's been 5 minutes.
There's only 20 people left.
Oh my god.
It's like the Hunger Games.
I kind of look
no
back
one's
at
hungry anymore.
I look back at Jake and I'm just like, they said they're fine, and I smile and I go back to the group.
Okay.
Okay. And Garvin says, perhaps you lot would like to come with me to my office and we could discuss what the hell exactly is going on here.
I don't know. We were just flying back and we saw the slums. We were like, oh shit, they're headed that way. We know our buddies over there, so we like came over here and here we are.
Yes.
Should probably help him with that.
Yep.
Well, you see, I happen to know that you killed Hutch, and I would like to maybe discuss what exactly is going on, if you've taken over for him in Quinton. I think we have some things to discuss. If you wouldn't mind perhaps following me to my parlor.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, we didn't really kill Hutch. Okay.
I mean,
Just
there's a thing with the hands.
Yeah,
that was a little bit on us.
That was,
but I mean, everything after that.
that was, yeah.
Well, that's not how he put it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you've been in contact with Hutch? That's good.
I haven't seen Hutch in like 4 days.
No, Hutch is back. He's back, and he's told me all about what's been going on. Well, a little bit about what's going on, and I think it's time we had a chat.
Oh,
tell you about
thank
the
God.
ooze?
What was that?
He tell you about the ooze?
Yes, of course, that was his plan for phase 1. And he said that you did something to it, and then you did something to him, and I would like to know what's the hell is going on. And I think it's about time we go inside. And I think at that point, you all feel like you really want to go inside.
I put in my I go into my bag and I want to put on my helmet.
You try to reach into your bag, but it's too late. And the mind juice already kind of has you. But then, in all your heads, comes Orinda's voice.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, Garvin's getting a little, suspicious. I'm going to take the edge off his, commands to you, but you're going to get a pretty strong idea of what it is he wants you to do. And I mean, I suggest playing along as best as you can for a while until you know what you're gonna do, but I'll try to hold it off so that you're not just all zombies, but you need to pretend like you're zombies, or else he's gonna know that I'm fussing with you, and if he unweaves me, that's game over.
All right, thank you, dear.
Well, I mean, if we get brain juiced, if you wouldn't mind just grabbing the cheese tray and the packet of seasoning and just making sure Garvin's the only one to eat it, that would pretty much solve our situation lickety split.
It's in my bag.
All right, that's weird. I don't know how I'm going to convince him to eat some
Can you put my helmet on my head? I have an anti-brain juice helmet. It's made out of very sturdy tinfoil.
The helmet is not going to help. Did you get that from Ick? That doesn't help at all.
No, I got it from...
Ick?
Oh, I got it from... Oh, you know Ick.
Yeah,
oh, no, I got it from Tack.
Oh, yeah. That's not going to help. Tack is kind of part of the problem. So
they make the best stuff, okay?
They make the best stuff that's specifically designed not to be able to withstand stuff from, Garvin.
Well, in that case, I'm really glad that the keeper tricked me into wasting a fucking ticket on this bullshit.
Yeah, that's called being DM'd. So, gotcha.
Actually, that's called being keepered, and the DM said at the beginning of this game that we have referred to him as the DM that there'd be hell to pay. My helmet better work.
Now, getting it from the boss, that he says no rule breaks, no
whatever,
no discrepancies. Helmet definitely not going to work. Sorry. Rip commendations that you stole anyways.
Volos, hey, what do I have to do to get this helmet to work?
Oh.
I don't actually do that. Go fuck yourself,
okay.
Volos.
Oh.
All right. All right. So you get the strong urge to follow Garvin into the building.
I try to look kind of vacant, and try to look.
Slum doesn't need to try at all.
I would 100% go with it. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to go inside.
Yeah. When we walk past these two figures, I was like,
yeah.
Oh, hey, cool robot hand.
Cool robot hand. Does one of them have a robot hand?
Picture looks like a robot hand. I don't know.
No, those are the yo-yo boys. You recognize
what
them?
are their names?
They recognized you from when you recognize them. They don't recognize you, but you recognize them from when they killed you.
Yeah.
I don't think one of them. You know what? Sure, yeah. Bert had a robot hand. Fucking sick nasty. She's got 3 yo-yos in her hand. She's fucking multi-yo-yo god.
Don't mess with her.
Damn.
See y'all.
Yeah, thanks. It's a super yo-yo hand. It helped me rise in the ranks. Now go with Garvin. Fuck off.
All right, have a good day.
Yeah, go die.
All right, man. Damn.
That scene.
Put rubber bands on them claws, Miss Krabby. Shit.
So I think all of you go into that room that Orinda had originally been in, the kind of sitting room, which is now completely empty.
So are we not supposed to talk zombies, or we just physically compelled to follow him?
You are compelled to kind of answer his questions and go with him. You're not total brain zombies. You're getting, you're not total brain zombies.
Okay.
Orinda will tell you if you're supposed to be complete fucking zombies.
Hey y'all, that yo-yo lady was rude.
Oh yes, that's Bert. She's a fiery one. She's quite a yo-yo master. A real trick shot with her shotguns. But yes, she's got a bit of an attitude problem. That's surely true.
Y'all need to let all those people out?
No, I'm glad you did that. They're perfectly good exactly where they are. Now, you see, I've got a couple problems here. So I know that you killed Hutch, and I had kind of suspected that at the start, but now I know it. And is Quentin ready is phase 1 nearly complete? Because we're supposed to start phase 2 in Quentin in very short order. And if you've killed Hutch, I know he's back now, but he's going to be reassigned. And someone needs to finish phase 1 in Quentin, because Demisol has been gone for a while.
I want to instantly look around, and I want to be like, where the fuck is Demersol?
Demisol, he was the one, he was originally phase 1 in Quentin, but he was doing a shit job. So someone banished him or teleported him here. I think it was one of the calligraphers. If my suspicions are correct, they sent him here. I decided to give him a bed, and he would run odd tasks for me while I sent Hutch to go kind of clean up his mess. Well, Hutch had been there for a little while already, but I told Hutch to just take over.
Y'all got active calligraphers on the planet?
What?
You say calligraphers teleported him? Y'all got calligraphers like
Yes,
here on this planet?
There used to be calligraphers. We've dealt with that problem now. But yes, no, there were some calligraphers down in Quentin. There were a couple in some other cities. We found them, and I believe the one we found in Quentin was the last one. So, no, there should be no more calligraphers interfering with the plans. But they did give Demisol what for. For
what?
What for? For what? They what for them? They sent him here.
All right.
And then you killed Hutch. Now, I know, well, I suspect you're not calligraphers. Well, for a number of reasons, you can say the word Numasu. Well, I had another reason, but I forget it. But I'm convinced. But I do need to know what the hell is going on, because if you've killed Hutch, I need you to do phase 1 in Quentin.
All right, I mean, y'all want to sit down, get a chance to think about that second thing you didn't remember? You got like water, tea,
no water, no tea. I would really rather you just tell me if you have taken care of phase 1.
I want, at this point, I want Slump to sort of cock an eyebrow, like if he could, he'd be fitting a monocle in there again. Just got this really overly intelligent look on his face, and I want him to stroll and sort of like take something off of that table between the two chairs, which is like a fucking candlestick or something, and look at it like he's just sort of talking absent-mindedly, and he says,
Well, Mr. Garvin, if you don't mind, here's what I was thinking. All of this talk about phase 1, wouldn't you say you're doing a bang-up job in phase 2, or are you not confident in your abilities?
Well, I would say I was doing a mighty good job of phase 2 here until those weird melted monstrosities came and killed most of the town. The phase 3 is not going to be happy with that. There's supposed to be a higher, personnel count for when they come, but I mean,
Yes.
So
yes,
I would say I'm doing
well,
an excellent job of phase 2.
Yes, well, I would agree, but I think we can agree that Hutch's progress before his untimely end was
Yes.
Shut up, Jake. One might even say disappointing, as it were. Some of the higher-ups, whose names you're not necessarily privy to at this particular juncture, might be rethinking how we do phase 1. I'm not sure that it would be smart for anybody to take over right now until they're sure how they want to proceed.
Interesting. Okay. I think that roll to manipulate someone, which is plus charm, which I think for you is plus weird. Oh boy, I mean that's a success. But so on a 7 to 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. And you're basically trying to convince Garvin that there's no need for phase 1 in Quentin and nobody should take over.
Yeah, that basically, he's trying to basically, what I envision happening is he's trying to make him sort of disappointed that he now has to sit and wait, that literally nothing is happening, and that that's the thing, is it's not like, oh, just keep on going, situation normal, just no one needs to go to Quentin right now. He wants to sort of convince him that the whole system is kind of temporarily on pause, or they're not actively pursuing advancements because they're rethinking how to do phase one.
Okay. All right, so you need to give him something to show to kind of convince him of this. Oh, that's tough. Okay. All right, so you're telling me they're rethinking how to do phase one entirely?
Yes, yeah.
Well, I can't understand why they would want to change it. It's working so well. I mean, sure, there were these slump monsters, these monsters here that kind of threw a wrench into this, but other than that, the past 12 towns have been no problem, just tickety-boo.
Mr. Garvin, I'm afraid we're much too busy to sit here and debate the nuances with you, but can I ask you something? Is it your understanding that your responsibilities in phase 2 revolve around convincing the people to follow you as opposed to the local establishment?
Well, yes, I mean, yes.
Okay, shut up. Now, moving on. Would you agree that, how do I put this? You struggled, to put it mildly, to deal with the problem of those monsters outside?
Well, I mean...
Did you or did you not struggle?
I mean, yes, I struggled a little bit.
Interesting. Now, would you also tell me that afterwards there were fewer people left in the city whose favor you could win than when this attack started?
Yes, but that was just because there were just too many...
If that's the case, don't you think maybe that poses a threat to other people in charge of phase 2 who might be, you could say, less capable than you?
Well, I mean...
Then don't you think maybe it's worth reconsidering how we're doing phase 1 so unfortunate incidents like this don't happen?
Well, I suppose that does make some modicum of sense.
Well, what can I do to convince you?
No, I guess... So then what should I do? I mean... I've already contacted phase 3 to come here and continue with phase 3. What am I to do? If I'm not moving to Quinton?
Are you in charge of phase 1, Mr.
No, I just take over when...
Do you feel unsatisfied with your state-derived labors for phase 2 and you wish to dabble into phase 1? Perhaps you're looking for a demotion?
No, I would never want to be a phase 1. I hated it when I was in phase 1. It was a disgusting job.
Well, if that's the case, perhaps you'd best just simply turn your mind to your work and allow those of us on the committee of deciding what happens to phase 1 be on the committee deciding what happens to phase 1. Am I allowed to do my job, Mr. Garvin? Can I do my job now?
I mean, what is your job? Yes, of course you can do your job.
I've just explained to you. We are now part of the committee, newly formed, investigating how we can improve phase 1. And if it's okay with you, I would like permission to do my job. If that is okay with you, Mr. Garvin.
I mean, of course I would never want to get... yes.
Then if that's the case, you needn't do anything. Simply turn your mind to your works and don't worry about what happens in phase 1. All you need to take concern with is knowing that things will be taken care
of. All right. I suppose we'll just wait here and hand off to phase 3 in Farwater and await instruction then.
Precisely. Mr. Garvin.
Slum sort of like uncocks his eyebrow and turns around to the party, and immediately 2 streams of blood shoot out of his face. Desperately trying to wipe them away. And you can see the front of his face, somehow not the back of his head, is just sweating profusely.
Just the face.
All right. Well, very good. I suppose you'll want to talk to Sog when she arrives. She'll want to know why I'm still here. She'll probably want to know why there's so few people. If you could help me explain to Sog why those monsters attacked, and perhaps, no, it's not my fault why there were so few people. Just explain. By the way, would you know what happened to Ellie by any chance? I suspected that you killed her too, but I couldn't be sure. Could you tell me what happened to Ellie?
Slump, you can see Slump is like turning pale and doing heavy breathing as he's like Goku preparing to put all of his last energy into a fucking Kamehameha or something like that. Like he's summoning every ounce of his 200 IQ that he can possibly muster before he goes back down to the common sense of a golf ball. And he turns around and says,
I thought we just had a talk about not worrying about what happens to those involved with phase 1.
Oh, yes, of course. My apologies, Mr. Your name is...
That's right, Mr.
All right. Yes, of course. Well, Mr. and Mrs., I wish you good luck with your job. I will continue to wrap up phase 2 here. When Sog comes by, I will make sure we all get together and we hash this all out and make sure that no one is to blame for the mishaps that have happened. I think my sterling record speaks for itself, and I wish you all a good day. Take care, Misters and Mrs.
just staring at him.
Bye.
Thanks, Mom.
And they leave the room.
I'm just standing there awkwardly quiet, and I just look up and I'm like, just thumbs up. Just nice.
Hey, good job.
You earned those noodles.
You can see Slump is so stressed out. He's sweating profusely, and you can see him going.
No.
Okay, it's all right.
All right.
Lou goes to try and rub his back, but realizes like she's just not tall enough, so it'd only be awkward rubbing. So she just puts her hand up and puts it down again.
It's okay. You're all right.
All right, you guys are alone in Garvin's mansion.
Well,
I mentioned tea, and now I kind of want tea. Y'all want some tea?
We could
I want some cheese.
I mean,
Slump is recovering from what he just did and just goes.
You did good. You did good. I try to hug it. I try to like, put my arms around him to hug him, but I just end up like wrapping both my arms around his shin. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
While he's crying, I'm just gonna sort of like soft lob a whole fucking peanut butter sandwich like I'm feeding an orc. Just like slap it onto his tongue, but keep my hands clear.
All right.
Do we still feel like we're affected by the brain juice that got us in here?
You feel definitely affected. You feel like you kind of want to leave Garvin alone. It's not a compulsion. You could fight it, but there is a suggestion to kind of leave Garvin alone.
Hey, Arinda, you still up in the brain area?
Yes, of course, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, that was some pretty smooth talking there. I don't know how much of it was real, but I mean, he seems, pretty content with what's going on. So, are you guys gonna kill him or what?
Well, I mean, we're worried about you, is why.
I'm telling you, just go ahead. He's one of the most powerful Phase 2 Weavers there are. If you got a way to take care of him, just do it. I'm just a big old familiar. Just sacrifice me.
So Slump looks at Jake and like nods his head up into the air where this like nods his head towards Arena and goes,
See? Fuck her. Who cares? Fuck her. Let her.
All right, well, I mean, I was hoping you wouldn't go quite as cavalier as that.
Fuck her. Who cares? Fucking I'll kill her.
Yeah, well, she's not real, so sorry. How about that cheese tray?
How could you guys think that though? Like all our interactions with her, everything we know, like even Ick was something. You know,
Nah.
he wasn't just. No,
Made a magic goop, man.
you know what? You know what?
What?
Hey, Volos.
Oh my fucking god!
Yes, Lou, hello. It's been a long time. I didn't think you'd like to talk to me much, Lou.
Do I look like I'm enjoying this conversation?
No, I guess you don't. What can I do for you, Lou?
What's up, Jake? Oh, you're just saying hi.
Oh, yeah, I was saying
Yes.
hey to Volos.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, dude. Hey, man.
What up?
How much? Just hanging out.
Sounds
See the big
good.
dome?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Pretty solid, right? That's a joke.
Pretty solid.
I'll get you. I'll let you do your deal things. Okay, have fun.
Oh, I will, Jake. What's the deal, Lou?
Look, we gotta get rid of Garvin, but we can't just bump off Orinda like she's some, you know, piece of furniture that, like, she's not a thing. She's a person.
Yes. No, she's much more than just a figment of some person's imagination. She's powerful. She could do so much for you if she was saved. She has the lion's share of Garvin's power.
I'm kind of like behind Volos, and I want to try to make eyes at Lou and do like the hand across the throat, like stop, cut, don't do it.
And for a simple price, I could save her.
Sorry, man. That tea. I really need a drink.
Yes, why don't you go into the other room, Jake? You seem to be harshing the vibe in here.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, man. Have a good call.
I will now, Lou. I can save Orinda, but it will cost you.
Without saying yes or no, what would the cost be?
A favor.
You're so just open-ended like that, huh?
Yes.
No parameters.
No parameters, no timeline, no cap. I ask, you do. No refusing.
Can you tell me just anything at all about your, you know, worldview, your kind of general goals and objectives in life? I feel like we're getting to know each other more.
Before you guys get into this, may I interject with a little out of character question?
Yeah.
Lou, what's your like text message tone on your?
It's a bird.
Okay. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Oh, it's my.
It
No,
just says,
ignore that.
don't
look at that,
tell
Lou.
anybody. She's fine. Made a deal. -J heart strawberry emoji.
Okay.
All I want is, let me tell you this, Lou.
Uh-huh.
What I will ask of you will have your best interest at heart.
Well, how do you know what my best interest is?
Because I know what's coming, I know what must be done, and I know what you will want. You're going to think you don't want it, but I'm going to ask you to do the thing that you want. It's only in your best interest, and you won't be able to say no. I will save you from yourself.
Huh. Well, look, I mean, it's been so long since we last talked, and it's great to see you again. I'm gonna get back to you with an answer at a later date. Yes.
Come on, Lou. It's
Well-
just a favor.
Have you ever known me to be hasty, Lolas?
No, but just think about it.
Well,
I
that's what I intend to do.
You save someone, and you get to choose what you want later on. Isn't that a win-win? It doesn't even seem like a deal where I profit. But I
That
do.
seems unlikely.
I do, because what you want is what I want. It doesn't seem like it, but we want the same thing, Lou. And I'm just going to make sure that we both get it. In the coming days, you're going to hear a lot of things from a lot of people. And it's going to confuse you, Lou. You're going to lose sight of what you want. You're going to get confused, and you're going to think you want something else. But you don't. You want this, and I will make sure you get it, and I get it.
Well, as I said, there's nothing happening right now, despite all your words.
All right, Lou, but when you lose, I just want you to remember that I offered you the deal to not lose.
I understand.
All right, Lou, enjoy your time, what little you have left.
And he steps through his portal and goes back to his realm.
Bye, Jake. I love you.
Love you.
Where'd Jake go? I text Jake back a bunch of question marks.
I respond back, looking for tea.
I make a face and say, "Not that." What deal? What did you do?
I'll just respond back, no worries, mate. M letter 8, obviously.
Yeah.
And found tea. I'm gonna step into the kitchen.
Yep. There's definitely tea in there.
Oh, dope. I'll grab just like a tray with as many cups as I can carry without falling over and take it back out.
All right, you guys all have some tea.
Okay.
Oh, hey, nice.
Yeah,
He's-
check it out, man. Found it.
Tastes an awful lot like spice.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh. Well, we only have so long to live, folks.
Yeah, you guys have some tea. What's the plan?
Well, I mean, the thing is, now that Garvin's fucking gone, I feel like we should put the fucking tray down, but I don't know how the fuck we'll know that he's eaten it other than leave and come back in a week.
I mean, I got a little bit of a plan, but I don't know how good it is.
Still.
All right, so I've been practicing my weavies, and I'm pretty sure I can maybe do like an Orinda copy. It's not going to be as good. It's going to be a little janky, but I could probably just get her to be like, "Oh, here, Toots, here's your cheese," and then just leave, and he'll be like, "Nom nom nom," then die.
But then what about over the first version?
Yeah, man, I told you not to worry about it.
Yeah, I am worried though. is the thing. Like I really might take this deal with Lola.
Now, all right, hold on. Hey, Rinda, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Are you near Garvin?
Yeah, we're hanging out in his office. He's like talking on the radio or something.
Can you like just let me know when you're not where he is? I want to try a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I could just leave. I'm just hanging out because I'm hanging out. You want me to go somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, just go wherever you can, be alone, no prying eyes kind of sitch. Can you do that?
Yeah, the house is pretty much empty. I'll go into the trophy room.
All right, cool. Just let me know when you're there.
All right.
And then maybe, like, sit down,
That's a weird thing to say.
I mean, like in a chair and on the fucking floor.
Yeah, still pretty weird, but sure.
Well, I guess so. Like, if I weave you, will it like unweave you from Garvin, and Garvin will know? Will he be like, "Oh shit, she's gone," or is he not like? Are you not linked or whatnot?
That's kind of an impossible thing that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, let's just stick and pretend it's a hypothetical, even though it's not. If you were to disappear, would Garvin know?
If I was to disappear, yeah, Garvin would know. It would be like a bunch of his ink just going away.
All right, well, maybe I shouldn't do the thing I was going to do. Anyway, you want to give him a cheese? Is he hungry? Does he like cheese?
I mean, he always eats, but I don't know. It's kind of whatever he feels like. I can try giving him some cheese. That's a weird thing, though. Is it poison cheese?
Yep.
Oh. That's I mean, I guess that's kind of clever. I saw you shoot lightning before. I figured it would be some more kind of pyrotechnics. But, I mean, poison cheese probably works.
Yeah, man, we worked on this plan for a long time. I think it's pretty foolproof.
Okay, sure. You got the cheese down there?
Lou, you got the cheese?
Yeah, I got the cheese, but we gotta make sure she's gonna be okay, though.
Fucker. Fucker, let her fucking die.
Should I not be listening?
Just cover your ears.
Okay.
Fucker, let her die.
Is he done?
No.
Fucker, let her fucking die. Fuck her.
No, I unplugged my ears too early. I started to hear that.
Yeah.
All right. We got more teas. Garvin like tea?
Yeah, sure, he loves tea. He's got like a British accent, kind of. He loves tea.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Teeth, everything. I probably should have figured that out myself. Yeah, man. Hey, who's got that packet of seasoning? Space seasoning.
Is it all in my bag?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
It's all in your bag.
Okay.
And just to be sure, the space seasoning is the arsenic, right? Or is it the spice?
Space anthrax.
Okay, yeah, space anthrax. That's right.
I don't know why I'm being coy. It's fucking space anthrax. It's a brain conversation.
Oh, okay, great. Space. Yeah, no, that'll kill him. That'll kill him for sure.
Yeah, man. Here, we got some tea left over. We can, do a little sprinkle, space anthrax on that. Get a cheese tray, a little sprinkle, space anthrax on that. Y'all got any like fruit pairings and sprinkle that shit too. Just light it all up and
just put it on everything. Yeah, you got it.
Let's drop it off and be like, "Hey, honey bunny walrus face, here's some cheese. Bye."
Yeah, I wouldn't call him honey bunny. That's not really the kind of relationship we have. But
yeah, okay.
No, that's I'm basically his ink, so it would be kind of.
Oh, yeah, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So. That's not really the way it works, but yeah, sure, I'll bring him this cheese and tea, cool, and fruit and stuff. You guys want to like be on the line?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Is that big old Mohawk lady in there too?
Yeah, Gak, yeah, she's in there.
I mean, if she wants to have some, I guess let it go. I don't fucking...
That's a good idea. Let's do that for sure.
I think she only eats people. I don't think she eats.
Well,
whatever. Tell her. It's
what a lady.
Cheese.
What a lady. Keep her safe. Keep her safe. She's perfect.
Tell her it's people cheese. It's, it's part of her balanced breakfast or whatnot. All
right, sure. I'll tell her. Who knows?
Jake, you better act quick. I'm gonna make. As soon as she drops it off, I'm calling the guy.
No, man. All right. Hold on.
Hey, Garvin. I got this cheese for you from the pantry, and I put spice on it because I know you like spice. spicy cheese. Also, hey, Gak, it's human cheese. It's not human cheese, Garvin. Don't worry. Oh, damn it.
It's a selection. I thought you were tactful. Aren't you supposed to be like... Fuck, man.
All right. Hey, Garvin, why don't you like to eat some of this totally non-people cheese? Gak, you wait there. Don't look. I've got some separate, definitely people cheese for you, Gak, that's not on this same plate. I'll go get it from the hallway after Garvin eats some of this spicy cheese with the tea. Garvin, you want the tea too? With the cheese, the spicy cheese? Oh boy. No? Yeah, no, that kind of makes sense.
I'm just rubbing my temple. Oh my.
All right. Do you want me to just put this?
Well.
You want me to just put? You want me to have some? I don't want some cheese. I don't eat. Okay, no. Garvin, just eat this. Eat this damn. Just eat damn. Garvin, eat the damn cheese. You freaking just eat the. And that's it.
Okay.
We made the Kiefer kill himself.
Which part of himself? That's the worst part. Who fucking died?
Okay,
I don't know,
well,
man. Just wait for a thud, and if it sounds heavy, I think we got the right one.
I'm gonna call Volos.
What if
No!
you
God damn it!
Oh,
Well,
All right, sorry. I was trying to type it in text while you were. I'm gonna text.
oh
Lucy's.
yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see. Yep.
hello, Lou.
Wait, sorry. Jake really did say in the role.
I'm
thingy.
ignoring Volos.
Hello,
I'm doing that thing where
Goldrick.
like I keep looking around the room. I'm just like,
Hi, Mr. Volley Dog.
God damn it!
What? Hey, Mr. Volley Dog.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
Those noodles were so numb.
They certainly were. Would you like to make another deal? I bet I could
yeah.
make some more
Yes.
noodles.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Should I do that, Mr. T?
I'll tell you what, Mr. Slump. I want something that Mr. Goldrick has.
Oh,
And if you get it for me, I'll give you 2 bowls of noodles.
oh. Slump
No.
can't take from Mr. Teeny Tot. Okay, bye, Mr. Volley Dog.
And you see him just put his
Oh,
gigantic
come on,
fucking
Slump.
cucumber fingers in his ears and start going la 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 la.
Oh, come on
La, la,
now,
la,
Mr. Slump.
la, la.
I'll give you a bowl of infinite noodles. It'll have noodles spread. No, you don't want to stop breathing like that. It's gonna make you sick to your stomach. No, stop that. All right, just be a little prick, and then you'll be calm. Goldrick, you want anything? I got a call. I mean, I'm here. I traveled all the way here. You want something, Goldrick?
No, I didn't call you.
No, but I'm here. I'm just saying. I'm going to the store. You want me to pick you anything up?
Can you just do me a favor and go out for cigarettes?
Oh, I get
Okay,
it.
if you catch my drift.
Yeah, no, I'm real subtle there, Goldrick.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
All right.
Wasn't okay.
I'll just go. Lou,
Okay.
Jake seem busy, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Goldrick. I'll give you one piece of information for free. Things haven't gone well for you. Bye.
Jesus. That was fucking mean.
Yeah, I don't want to. I uncall him.
Yeah, no, he just leaves.
Sorry, we were having our text conversation. and-
Yeah.
Is that big enough for everyone to see? Like, can we do that?
Yeah, I think everybody can read that on the stream, right?
All
Yeah,
right,
that should be readable on stream. And I guess for anyone who's just listening to the podcast,
Oh yeah, let's do it. We'll orate our own shit.
yeah, you guys say what you texted to each other.
Click. Broette. It's all good in the hood. No worries, mate. Strawberry.
I wanted to make sure that came out. Not good enough, dude. Gotta know actual deets or am making deal.
I can make new. Is NP. Rinda 2.0. Easy peasy. Deal was on the sneaky. Don't tell Galric.
Well, okay, but this better work.
No reason to 2x deal, right? Side bracket of the question. No devil BOGO today.
All right.
Send.
So that was going on in the background while Volos and was trying to make some deals with the rest of the folks. And yeah, so
Can we brain tap Orinda right now?
Is she okay?
You try and there's no answer.
Might have unwoven her.
How's Jake Trauma doing?
What?
Are you okay with her having?
No, we're good.
Okay.
So wait. Shit. I'm gonna use magic to look at another place.
Yep.
And I want to see if I can see just like fly on the wall in the room, nothing big. Just give me a little creepy fisheye lens on what's going on in that room.
Yeah, roll to use magic. Yeah, no problem. You have a little view into the room, and there's Garvin kind of spitting out some cheese that's mashed onto his lips and in his mustache, and he's like tipping over the cheese into a trash bin. And Gak is just standing there with her arms crossed, and Orinda is not in there.
Dope. So I'm gonna undo that real quick. Y'all, so they just unwove Rinda. I think we either better bounce or I'm gonna do some weird shit right now if y'all are into it.
Shit. I mean, weird is kind of our deal.
We'll look out the window. Did those two yo-yo boys leave? Are they still outside?
They're outside. They're like poking at the big dome that's keeping all the townspeople in there.
All right. I'm gonna open a little bit of the dome.
Yeah.
And then see if I can like get them, like bait them closer to it, then close them inside it.
Yeah, they were like literally at the entrance, or like right at the wall. So as soon as like a little part opens up, they kind of poke their heads in to see if everyone's all right, and then it just kind of closes up behind them, and they're inside the dome too.
Slorp. All right, y'all. So Gak's still up there. Those two are in a fucking bubble. They'll probably break it soon. I can make us another Rinda right quick, and then shit's gonna pop off real funky, or we can leave.
I mean, our goal was to get, to finish the Garvin situation. So, I mean,
yeah, but
you might as well try.
Was her name Gak? Gak?
Yeah.
Yeah, that big bitch is up there. So, like, if we go in, she's probably gonna rip me in half or some shit.
That is true.
Well, wait, doesn't Rinda brain power shit too? Maybe she could like.
Oh yeah.
What do you think, Galdrick Slump? What do y'all want to do?
Well, Slump thinks that Slump doesn't know.
I have no worn out from his previous.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I've got. I don't know. I thought we were gonna do anthrax, and then next thing I know, your girlfriend's trying to literally shove a fucking string cheese stick up his nose for some reason, because that's the most subtle way to do it.
I mean, I thought she was some sort of like social savant thing. She'd be a little more tactful about it than that shit, but I mean, I guess outside the power, she's fucking dunce. Whatever. I'm gonna weave another Rinda, I guess.
Isn't that gonna catch on? That when he realizes she walks
Maybe you need to use Mr. Billy.
I've got a question.
Yep.
Are you weaving a familiar that looks like Orinda, or are you trying to weave Orinda?
Nope, I want that one.
You want Orinda.
Yep.
Then I think with this knowledge that you just have now, it was put in your mind by Volos, and with
Earplugs, Galdrick.
with the power of weaving that you have never before had, like the ink, as much as it feels like a streaking heavy oil paint, also feels like building blocks. Like you can feel the pieces and the strands and the flow, and it's suddenly child's play to move it around and to make it do whatever you want. Like you can't see it, but you can feel it so well that when you want to do something, you just fucking do it. It's complex, and it's subtle movements and tiny nuances to the weave to make it from just a familiar to this next level sentient kind of free will familiar with power equal to your own. And it's something that you've never felt. It becomes so real as the weave finishes, as this invisible calligraphy is formed in the air out of this unseen force. And then suddenly, as you do the final flourish, kind of like almost like unzipping a cocoon, an invisible cocoon, there she is, right in front of you.
Now you said I could make small modifications. Can I make small modifications?
Yes.
All right, well, just hear me out.
Yeah.
She has been in like a skin-tight green dress her entire waking life.
Yeah.
Rinda deserves some pockets. I would like to give her.
Oh my
god!
Yeah.
Cargo pants, and then just like, I don't know, like a hoodie or some shit. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever else exists.
Yep.
I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, she's got fucking cargo pants and a hoodie on, and the hair is flowing out from the hood on the hoodie. The hood's kind of pulled up, and big old baggy fucking cargo pants full of all sorts of shit in her pockets, all the shit she needs. And she looks absolutely stunned. Whoa, what the?
What up, Ren?
Jake, what did you do? What is?
Check that shit out.
What did you? How is this even possible?
You remember me?
Yeah, of course I remember you. How?
Yeah.
I can't even sense Garvin anywhere. It's just, what's happened? Jake, what did you do? I don't even understand how this is possible. He unwove me. Jake, I feel like,
I don't know, man. I guess you're fucking real now.
holy shit, Jake. Let's go kill Garvin.
Fuck yeah. So
Can Galdrick look pissed right now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have a big smile on your face. But I imagine maybe the grinding of the teeth belies the frustration.
I want Slump to like look at Galdrick gritting his teeth, and look at Orinda, and look at Garvin, or to Galdrick gritting his teeth, and look back at Orinda, and look at Galdrick, and he puts two and two together, and then like behind Orinda's back, you can see Slump sort of lifting up his hands in the general shape of her head to see how.
Oh no!
Around it. And then he looks back at Galdrick and says,
Maybe for your birthday.
What?
You know.
No, y'all. I guess I don't know if I saw that or not. I don't know.
I'll say Slump wasn't being particularly subtle.
Okay. I'm like, no, y'all. I'm like, I think she's like a person. I don't know the deets on this shit, but let's just assume This is a fucking one-time
Oh.
go round. All right.
Oh, good. That makes it more of a crunch.
Good. Great.
Hey,
So
Mr.
let's go
Slump.
crunch Big Boy. Yeah.
Mr. Slump, how about? Why do you want to kill me so bad?
You make Galdrick life hard. Anyone who make Teeny Tot life hard, Slump turn their head into Brainy.
Hey, what if I help you kill Garvin and Mr. Galdrick's life becomes a whole lot easier?
Promise?
I promise. I'll
Well,
tell you what.
maybe.
I'll make Garvin apologize to Galdrick.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll make
Slump like that.
I'll make him cry, and I'll make him apologize for inconveniencing Mr. Galdrick and yourself.
You make him do a poopy.
Well, that seems a little bit
No,
unnecessary.
make him do a poopy.
I don't. That
Make him
seems.
do a poopy. And then laugh at him. Dummy dumb did a poopy.
All right,
Okay.
Slump, I was trying to be nice.
Well,
I-
then Slump's just trying to be nice.
Well, Slump, you threatened to crush my head.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem very nice, now does it?
Well, you make Mr. Teeny Tot mad, and his face goes all scrunchy scrunch, which means he doesn't like it. Maybe you don't know that kind of thing, Miranda.
All
But
right, it's
guess what? You gotta be nice. So, Slump, maybe Slump turn your head into Brainy Jam, maybe not. We'll see.
Mr. Slump. Would it help if I apologize to Galdrick?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Mr. Galdrick.
Yeah.
I can see you're. I think there's things that have gone on that I don't understand that have upset you, and I apologize if
No,
I played any part of that.
No, it's not you. It's people keep making.
It's me.
It's him. Okay, I work for a higher power, and I kind of like point towards the sky. And when people make deals with the devil, it makes me look bad, especially when I'm associated with them.
I get that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just like made a whole ass person, and that's kind of frowned upon.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I kind of like look up. I'm like, I had nothing to do. I'm trying my best. They're making deals with the devil. I keep telling them to go fuck themselves, and they keep making. I don't know how they don't see the similarities here.
Yes, Mr. Galdrick. I've got noticed that there's been at least 7 deals with the devil.
Oh,
you're going to need. It's on the record now, and I have to submit my. I have to submit my end of month papers.
Can you just hold on? Can you just hold on to the report for like a week?
I'll try to delay it, but please try not to make any more deals. It really doesn't look good on you. It doesn't look good on me.
I haven't made any deals. I made one deal.
You made one.
I didn't make any deals.
It was a pretty bad deal.
It was a baby deal.
It was a pretty big deal. I think things have turned pretty badly because of that deal, Mr. Galdrick.
No, don't try to put this on me.
I'll try to delay them, but please don't give him any more, ultimate coins of supreme power to let him do anything.
I didn't know what they were.
Well, just assume that whatever he wants is a bad thing. Come on now.
I figured that out now.
All right, well, try to stop them from making deals with him.
What do you think I'm trying to do down here?
All right. Well, just so you know, Mr. Building is up and running in full working order. If you ever need him again, he's ready to go. I've bought a new package. Yes, yes. No, don't touch that, Bill. You need to. No, that's delicate. Oh, no, I'm going to have to. All right. Well. Yes, that.
This is why I only summon him whenever I really need him.
Yes.
Anyways, you keep him a good time up there, okay?
Yes, will do.
Make sure to call him William.
I will now. Good luck down there. Please, keep up the excellent work, Mr. Galdrick. And,
Yeah,
yes,
I'm trying.
fantastic. All right, I love you.
All right,
Love
you too.
Yes, goodbye.
Okay, bye.
So I want to give Ren Officer Clifford's service pistol.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we get into some weird shit, so good to have.
I feel like I won't need this. If I need a gun, I'll just have somebody give me their gun.
Well, I mean that's what I'm doing now.
Oh, you know what? Good point. Thanks for the gun.
Yep, no problem. All right. So when we go in there, can you you like that big ass Gak lady? Can you make her not murder us all?
Yeah, so I can try. I can do that. I can hold Gak at bay. That's gonna take the majority of my effort. I'll try to dampen whatever Garvin does to you, but that's gonna be about it. I'll hold back Gak. I'll try to interfere with Garvin, but I mean that's about all I can do. He was a pretty successful phase 1 Weaver. He's got destruction down pretty pat, so be ready for a fight.
Do we have any of the anthrax left?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. So just a quick question. You're probably a lot of his ink, right? And I mean, I guess a lot of mine now too, so we're both probably pretty tapped.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know how it works with Garvin. I don't know if I came from a separate source or his source or what. I don't know how that works, but I'm a big chunk of your ink. If I go, you can reweave me, but you are gonna be fucked while I'm gone.
All right. So like, can I still use like attack magic while I'm?
Yes, it's gonna be way less damage.
That's fine. Okay.
But
I'll just
yes.
not use it.
Yep.
And then like, so she's not real. She's still she's not a person.
That's right. I mean, like
biologically.
Exactly. Not biologically.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a living being with a free will and sentience and all that, but she is definitely just entirely made of ink. And basically, you now have major powers of mental domination through her. So you can't do it, but if you would like her to dominate some people's minds, that is like you lose your offensive magic the majority of to have her do that. And I think for flavor wise, you can make her lose her ability for mental domination to give you all your destructive magic back without actually unsummoning her.
Got it.
So
cool.
she can be around and just be a mascot while you do lightning, or she can be fucking super mental domination and your magic kind of sucks.
Got it.
So kind of shifting between the two forms.
I will holster my pistol and get out my crossbow. And can she make us? Well, yo, Rin, can you like make us brain invisible to all the fucking Despicable Me looking assholes?
Yeah, they're all gone. He needed to unsummon all of them to dominate every single person in town. So yeah, no, they're all gone.
Oh, dope. Then I'm just gonna stick like a big ass wad of C4 on the end of a crossbow bolt and get a detonator.
Yep. All right. You guys want to head upstairs?
Before we do that, who's probably looking the most injured? Because I know we took a fair amount of damage from the slump.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, you guys got fucked up pretty bad.
Oh, I was also gone, so I don't know how much I took.
You took 2. I think that's all you took.
I've taken 3, but I leveled up and got I tried to pick the medic one, so I can heal if anybody needs. How's everybody else?
I think I only took 2? Question mark? Or did I take more when I did the helicopter blades?
No, helicopter blades is okay. You took I think you only took 2. Damn.
Nice.
You guys
How
did
about
a
you?
good
Sunny,
job.
okay?
Yeah, I think Slump took the same.
Yeah, I think Slump took like 5, but with like all his armor and his fucking damage reduction, I think you took less than what your armor is, which is basically all back now. So you haven't taken any health damage.
Oh, rad.
Fucking Slump the Invincible.
All right, I wanna get out my pistol real quick and be like, oh, hold on a second. Before we do that, though, I want to take out my pistol. I want to, Jake.
No.
Yeah, ring! And I just shoot him right in the chest.
All right.
Stop making deals with Volos!
I think I would have started to run like to this corner and got maybe like 5 or 10 feet, and then just got clipped, and I would have like just hit the pillar and fall on the ground. You can't just shoot people whenever you want.
Now, was that a healing bullet or was it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay, so you take the 1 harm from a very, very real bullet, piercing your flesh, and then you heal 3 for the actual healing juice on the inside.
And then I wanna walk over to Lou, and I wanna like. I imagine the way that this just because it's even scarier, you know. I kind of imagine it's almost like a just a single barrel shotgun, you know, like an old fashioned.
Oh my god!
So I go over like a short one, a sawed off one. I go over to Lou and I crack it open. I pull out like another shot that's just there, and I want to crack the shot in half, and I kind of want to rub it very gently on Lou while making eye contact with Jake.
That's an option. I didn't know this was an option.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. That's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a fucking Metagel crossbow bolt and shoot you in the ass.
Yeah. What? Stop making deals with both.
I mean, I do kind of feel better, so I mean, I guess thanks. But...
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I don't know how. I don't want these to be like super abused, so I'll leave the 2 damage on myself.
Okay. Yeah. And then, anybody else have any healing? I assume like you guys have Metagel and healing magic. So I guess if someone has a med pack, tick that off. If someone has a healing spell, let me know that you use it, just so that you know we don't fucking run amok with these healing shit.
I mean, I could use one, but she's out right now, and I intend to use her, so maybe not.
Galdrick, if you need, I suddenly understand how to use this medical kit that I've always had.
Oh God, that's terrifying. Yeah, sure, it's just a medical kit. We learn about this in element. Sure, yeah. How long did it take you to figure this out?
Oh, it's just that I couldn't open it. Was the thing? It's a latch thing, and I thought it was like a twist thing, but it's a latch actually. So, you want me to try it on you? Huh?
Sure.
I mean, shit, dude. She could also just shoot you if you want.
That's true. You could just pass me the gun.
I think the med kit works just fine. And the med kit heals what, 2? I assume that seems to be
I
like
have
the
to roll
default.
plus cool, which is 0.
Oh boy.
Is that okay, Galdrick? Do you still wanna?
Yeah, go ahead. It's just a medical kit.
Oh,
I mean,
so
how do you
silly.
fuck that up? Go ahead.
Yeah, right here. I'll just give you some of this. And oh god,
Why did you put the rubbing alcohol in my eye?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I take my gun and I shoot myself in the eye.
Okay, so yeah, I think you go ahead and deal 2 harm to him as you like pour rubbing alcohol in his eye, and then as he rears back, you had like the scissors ready. You didn't even fucking need the scissors, but like as he goes back, you accidentally stab him in the hand with the scissors, and you deal 2 harm to Galdrick. As Galdrick, you pull out your gun and blow your eye to pieces.
Oh my god.
And embed a healing bullet in your head, which kind of like releases the goo, which reforms a new eyeball for you.
Oh my god.
I
do the math in my head. I'm like, I'm right back where I started.
All
I'm gonna
right.
pick up any pieces of broken Galdrick eye that happened to fall near me and just stick them in my pocket.
For later use.
All right. You get put down a little bit of Galdrick eye goop.
Do I see him do that at all?
I think so. It's like down at
Yeah,
your
I'm not
feet.
slick.
Yeah.
I shoot him
I'm
again,
like-
but this time it's a real bullet.
Oh my god. All right, Jake, you take two very real harm as a bullet pierces you wherever he shot you.
Just
Well,
shoot him in the foot.
Doesn't kick some ass require him to take damage as well? No, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, 2 harm from getting shot in the foot for picking up pieces of Galdrick's eyeball.
So I think with that one, like it'll hit me, and I'll sort of like clench down like real hard, and be like, and then it's not healing me.
No.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh my god! I like instantly. I'm like, oh my god! I loaded the wrong shot. Hold on. And I load another shot, and then I shoot him again.
No.
Okay, was that
If
one a
you
healing
wallbang
one?
me, you
That was a
wallbang
healing
me.
one.
Okay.
I shoot him with a healing one, like in the same exact spot.
All right. And your the fucking healing goop oozes into the fucking wound, and your foot is all healed up, and you guys are you're all max health. For God's sake, God strokes a hand across your heads, and you all get full fucking health to stop this fucking nonsense.
Ren, if he draws again, just fucking shoot him.
I'm not gonna do that. I've got instructions from on high to just let you idiots do this. So, fucking no.
When God touches me on the forehead, I just want to be like, where the f have you been?
I was trying to let you guys kind of sort it out yourselves, but I saw a situation devolving over 2 hit points and decided, you know what, just enjoy free healing, and please, for the love of me, get on with the story.
That's
I always
not
thought
what-
the voice of God would sound more like Alan Rickman.
I thought it was Alanis Morissette.
Hey!
Just like, hold on. There we go. Now I'm Alanis Morissette.
All right, cool.
Clump throws up violently.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna run upstairs with my crossbow that has C4 wadded on the end of it, because I don't know if that's gonna work.
And Garvin sees you and takes control of your mind, and you unwillingly unweave Orinda.
Ooh, darn.
Oh shit.
No,
Well,
that doesn't happen. I did just fuck with my Go XLR horribly, though. I turned all the dials and knobs.
Damn you, Alanis Morissette.
Damn you, Alanis Morissette. So you guys are gonna head upstairs to deal with Garvin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess.
I remember where he sits since the last time we were in the room. I'm just gonna shoot a bomb inside.
Oh, there we go.
So let's move over, and we're basically gonna wrap up here. It's almost 10, and this seems to be like a good place to leave it off.
The plan works perfectly, and he's dead.
Great, congratulations, all of us.
Hooray! I did everything.
So I think that you guys get upstairs to Garvin's room, and you don't hear much noise from inside. And as you creak the door open, you see Garvin doubled over on the ground, breathing hard, trying to pull himself up from the ground, kind of on the chairs. And it looks a lot like how Ellie looked when you killed and sealed her spider monster.
That's because he just fucking unwove.
Nice.
Yeah, you get the feeling that having taken Orinda from him was kind of like taking all of that ink away from him. You have very severely weakened Garvin. And that is basically where we're going to pick up next time, is you guys entering the room with Gak, who is completely fine, except locked in place because Orinda's brain locked her. And Garvin, who is fucking having a hard fucking time. Yeah, that's Gak. Garvin's having a hard fucking time after he has just lost the majority of his ink by losing Orinda. And we'll pick up with that next time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. That was a great fucking session.
See you in a week.
Yep.
See
I'm
you
going to say
next
goodnight to
week.
chat.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye, chat.